You're tuning in to the Planet Pert podcast. This is a always press record production.
Hey, you already know what it is, man. Welcome to the Planet Pert podcast. New Year's Eve / D-Rose birthday edition.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate it. Hey, man. Heavy sauce don't spill when you dripping the sauce heavy.
You know, watch your step. You might track some in the house.
Hey, this for all you dog ass niggas. No, let's calm it down. Hey, man, we're back, man. 2.0 is back in the building. We got Naf in the house tonight.
That's power suit now.
Power suit. I'm sorry.
Yes, bro. Power suit. You gotta add that power suit.
Power suit now.
Power suit now.
A full deck. You know what I'm saying? Nigga been through some shit. So can we curse?
Yes, nigga.
Oh,
Fuck,
okay.
nigga. We don't got sponsors. Fuck that. Fuck you, you fucking pussy, bitch. Like, we don't have sponsors, man.
Hey.
Shit, until we get
We
there.
might get some.
Hey, but until then, we're not gonna censor ourselves, man. You already know what
I'm
the
just checking.
fuck it is, man.
You know how I'm gonna come with it.
Oh, nah, man. I want
to
to keep everything raw and original, man. You know, we've been having a great fucking New Year's, man. We've been having a great Christmas, man. Everything is good, man. Family is love. Love is family.
Already.
And without that shit, there is no you. There is no
we
me,
still
man.
need that. I mean, we got that regardless. They don't know this, but we keep that going
Facts.
year after year.
Facts.
Whether it got to be a phone call or a letter.
There's been a rough year.
Or Naf breaking down in the middle of a podcast and we got to go fix his goddamn car.
Oh, man.
Man, I appreciate y'all brothers for even coming through that time. It was a month.
That was the first podcast we ever shot here.
Man, the damn break came out. Remember when he popped?
Oh, yeah.
I had another job for you the other night, but I went ahead and was able to take care of that.
Okay, you took care of that.
That's when I
Okay.
called you. You didn't call me back, but you probably was riding or something.
Oh, no. I was recovering. I had drunk for 3 days straight and I slept for 2 days.
That was
I swear to God.
that was Thursday night.
I know. I'm telling you, I drunk.
Bro.
I drunk the whole weekend going into Christmas Eve, and like, yeah, bro, like I slept for 2 days, no bullshit, no
Really?
cap. Yes, I was night.
But
When y'all were texting about the podcast, I woke up the next morning. You said, "Oh, bro, work out
Okay,
flight."
that's why you never responded.
Yeah, you was out
But
of
let me
it.
tell you,
I struck like,
let me say briefly about this situation. The brakes was scraping. I was like, man, I gotta fix these joints tonight ASAP. It was about 6 o'clock. I got off of work. I was like, man, you know what? I'm just gonna get these pads. Went to O'Reilly's, picked the pads up. But then I was like, damn, what I'm gonna do? You didn't call back, and I ain't got no jack. I wasn't gonna try to do it like that. So I was like, okay, bet. I'm going down South Post though. Man, I pulled up one spot. They usually fix our flats and tires and plug our stuff. I was like, man, look, man, I need help putting these brake pads on, man. I give you $45. I give you all the money in my pocket right now at the time. He was like, man, I would do it, but man, we're about to close in 10 minutes.
Oh, man.
And then, you know, he nutted up. So I was like, man, I bet. Held out.
Oh, that was the night I lost my Red Bull out there fooling with this boy.
I went a bit further though.
He found it like a couple days later. Somebody had ran over the whole damn box.
No. This is none of that you talking about recently.
This was Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I went a little bit further, pulled up, boom. I was like, look, man, I need help fixing these brakes, man. I would do it myself, but I don't got the jacket, none of that stuff. He was like, man, we about to close, actually, man. I was like, man, I give you all this money I got in my pocket, man. That's what I got. I got the brake pads in there. He was like, man, he was like, man, you know, when you rush jobs and stuff, they don't come out right. I was like, well, I mean, like, I don't care. As long as you just start scraping, that's my job. That's how I get around. He was like, okay, bet. He was like, man, matter of fact, come here, pull it up on the thing. I drove it up on the ramp. Boom, he lifted it, had it waiting for a minute. Man, I pulled the brake pads out the truck. I was like, man, they right here. I was like, man, you gonna get all that money to do. The boy came out, he did boom, boom. No more squeal, no more problem, no complications. Blessing.
Nice.
Blessing. Because the only other people that would have came from to help me was y'all, my family.
All right, let's get into the topic.
That's the whole. Okay, now we ready. I mean,
Of course.
we ready. I just wanted
course.
to elaborate a little bit on my struggle. That was the main struggle this week.
Hey, man, it's always a struggle. It's always a struggle, man. Speaking of struggle, man, let's get into this top rap groups of all time? Because I saw this little Migos bone shit going on. And,
Word. But it's just an opinion. Everybody has an opinion.
True.
On who influenced your life the most.
True. You know what's ironic about that though is the fact that when you go back and you listen to QC talk about that, he's basically saying that Takeoff reminded him of Bone Thugs. Yeah. So it's like without Bone Thugs, there is no Migos, right?
Yeah.
But this is the problem I have with these little young niggas. And I told you about Tekashi 6ix9ine and Big Pun. Believe it or not, Blicky with the sticky, yeah, right?
He's
okay.
trashed.
I understand. Yes, but what I'm talking about was like Pun used to hit us with those rhyming words of the sticky, yeah. Blicky with the sticky getting, you know what I'm saying, in the 150 and it.
That's really Biggie though. Biggie did that, boy.
Well, that was Snoop Dogg, and he bit up off the whole CZ, whatever, Yeezy, Jeezy, and that was a bite up off of that.
The Ebonics part. That's the Ebonics part.
No. But I feel like Pun, especially on like the Dominican side of shit and like the Cuban side of shit, like he really like dug into a different bag. So I don't discredit 6ix9ine for that, but he needs to know where his heritage comes from as well. Yeah, and I think that's
he's just really young. He need to take a lot of his life.
That's what I don't
time to learn.
That's what I don't fuck with. You know,
and
he felt like he just been
the problem with
doing
the new wave guys is they don't really research. I don't think all of them are a student of hip-hop. A lot of them look at hip-hop as a come-up.
Yes.
Hip-hop was something
it's just money.
Hip-hop was some shit that we were doing for the love.
It's just fun. It's fun. It's
and
fun.
Money, and if you caught a buzz, if people really fuck with you like that, then you know money will come from it. But it always starts off as just some shit that you just doing. You just kicking the shit, talking shit with your friends.
It's fun.
We used to be in the fucking when we was in the field, fucking freestyling and knocking and beating beats on the fucking park bench. Then nobody wasn't thinking about fucking selling out no arenas or going on fucking tour. You wanted to put out. You probably wanted to put out some music and shit because you loved it, but you just loved music.
Yeah,
it wasn't so much we're doing this to come up. You know what I mean? You're mostly doing it for the respect.
No, you want to make a record. You want to make a record.
You want people, you make music because you want people to respect your craft. You want people to respect what you do.
Okay.
There's more joy out of knowing that somebody's entertained by you than actually.
Okay, so
but everybody don't think like that.
And that's
because a lot of dudes are looking at it as a come up. They're looking at it as it's the new dope game.
We're in the entertainment area, and I don't want to get too far off track of our topic of actually what's our opinion of what's our best rap group, because a lot of people is not going to respect, because this generation it's money, right? Mm-hmm. But we seen MC Hammer make 30 million, and Hammer's broke right now. Yeah. So we seen these niggas basically have to pay for the entourage, pay for this whole extravagant lifestyle, and then end up crashing out. Yeah. Like, matter of fact, doesn't Rick Ross live in the Holyfield mansion, or whose mansion he's living in right now? Like
somebody's mansion,
right?
Yeah,
like,
he bought the Holyfield mansion.
So we saw Mike Tyson crash. We saw MC Hammer crash. We saw so many people crash. So that's why I don't buy this whole money thing, right? Yeah. So when Offset goes in,
because if you don't know what to do with your money.
So when Offset goes in, you're gonna crash.
Yeah.
So when Offset goes into the shit of being like, okay, well, bankroll to bankroll right now, and that's why Lazy, I respect that. Lazy was just like, that's not what we talking about. We talking about music. We talking about, can you beat me rapping?
Yeah. Yeah.
No response. Because you can't respond to that.
No.
How do you respond to that? Because we're not talking about fucking money right now. No. Because we seen the biggest and the baddest.
Ain't nobody say that you was broke. Ain't nobody say you wasn't getting no money. Niggas
Pac
say
was
that
a hip hop icon, right?
Niggas say that you couldn't rap like I could.
Biggie
rap.
was a hip hop icon, right?
Yeah.
Right. They both died broker than fucking 6ix9ine.
There you go. There you go.
No.
They were 6ix9ine is nowhere near the star that they were.
Exactly.
But listen
Nowhere
to my
near.
point.
So his level of music is way
And I'm gonna tell you
what that was.
that
back
goes
then.
You're not listening to
It was
nothing
more
I just
money
said.
available
You're
now.
not listening to nothing.
No.
You're not listening to nothing.
6ix9ine got a good advance. You know, he got $5 million from 50 Cent.
Great, but
Listen,
he only had $5 million in his bank
he
account
don't
right
have-
now. He
he's
only
not
had
a-
$1.7
He's
million
not.
in his bank
He's
account.
not a. He's not on no. He's not on no record
So
label.
what I'm telling y'all is
The
don't
game has changed. Yeah.
and don't fucking ever put money into the credibility of the music, because pushing the culture forward has nothing to do with money.
No.
Wu-Tang. If we're gonna talk top 5 groups, and I wasn't even a big Wu-Tang guy, but my guy John Officer used to listen to that shit, 36 Chambers, and I'm just like, man, I was a big L guy, but then when I started listening to that shit, I was like, damn, okay, this shit was nice.
Yeah.
But
It was different.
NWA for me, right? But Wu's in my shit, so I'll drop Wu in my 5 spot. NWA, right? And then I can go. What do we call it? Duos, groups too? Because if I do it, I got to go Outkast. I got to go Outkast.
Group is more than
Group
one.
is supposed to be 3. Duos, duets are supposed to be 2. But it's hard to see. I heard a lot of people cross that line too. What you're talking about, because I got to go Outkast, UGK, and then I go Bone, right? But that's only if we're putting that into that category, because the duos are just 2, because I gotta put A-Bar and JG in a duo.
Yeah, duos is
So
different.
do we want to go 3 or more?
It'd be 2 or more.
Duos is different.
It's 2 or more.
But what are we basing
It's a
it
group
on? Are
of
we
2 or
basing
more.
on
Because they have one
commercial
title.
record sales or
We're basing it. We're basing it on your feel
music,
of how they
amount of music made.
quality of music. Listen to me. The quality of music, a certain level of longevity, and cultural impact and influence. That's it. Those 3 things.
Okay.
Quality of music.
See, the two is hard too, because then we're gonna have to put Mobb Deep into a category, bro.
Right.
Like it's.
You know what I'm saying?
There's many, but see,
A group.
your top 5 is your preference.
We're trying to call Quest be a group.
Think you
Yes.
top group. Think
But
about
Jerobe-
it. He
Yeah, but they were
naming
three.
groups from
It's a
New
group.
York City in the East Coast. I didn't even think about Eric Sermon and EPMD and those guys. But you know, they were very influential. I grew up listening to that. I grew up listening to Helter Skelter and
Black Sheep.
and Black Sheep.
Yeah.
And the Roots, Dead Prez. I listen to all of that stuff.
What about
It's a lot of great groups.
the youngsters?
That
The
would be a
youngsters,
group,
that's
but
a
I
group.
don't think that would make
What was the other one?
top
Was it
five.
Black Star?
Yeah.
Was it Black Star or Gangstar?
But
Black Star.
Gangstar.
Both. It was
That's
both. It was a
Gangstar.
Black Star with Most Definitely Talib Kweli.
Yeah.
And there's a Black Sheep with Dress and Mr. Long.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah. So it's all about.
But what about P Rock and CL Smooth?
that's a
considered
group. Yes, man.
So how
Come
we
on,
gonna
son.
do a top 5?
It's your opinion, son.
So
And
that's why I was
and
trying to
look,
separate them between
it's-
groups and duos.
No, because
No, it's the same thing.
because see what you have to
duo
do.
is not the same
Listen,
group.
when you
It is
make
the
these
same.
lists, you have to fucking go and put yourself on the spot and make a decision.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
They go hard.
We in here podcasting, missing the fight. We didn't miss. We didn't miss Cyborg. I told y'all to come get me when Cyborg was fighting.
That's fine. We're missing. We can catch it on YouTube.
But anyway,
So
you have to.
Cyborg got his ass knocked out. Let's go. Sorry, guys. Go ahead, man.
Live feed.
Sorry,
Cyborg
guys.
got knocked
the little
out.
chick with the hands beat her.
I told
watch that hoe.
I told you she was gonna beat her big ugly ass up.
That little chick.
I told you to. All right, man. My bad,
But
guys.
anyway, when you're making these lists, man, you just have to go on and you have to go on and
Go ahead, D.
and just say fuck it. You know, everybody can't be in your top 5.
So
you
with
might
that-
like a lot of dudes,
with
but
that-
you have to say these are my top 5, and y'all didn't get in. Y'all didn't get into my
So
top
with
5.
that being said, let's get it started.
Okay.
Top 5.
And it doesn't matter if it's
Okay.
2 or more.
And who would like to start?
I think I already started off already.
Oh,
I had
okay.
Wu as my 5. Outkast.
But would Outkast be a duo?
No.
See, that's
Goody Mob.
UGK. See, you just fucked my head up right there.
Damn it! This is not the debate. You
God damn it!
You trying to create?
No. So I already.
It's a group. It has one
The
title.
Jungle Brothers. That's a duo.
No, bro.
See, man,
Have you ever seen? When have you ever seen anything categorized as rap duo? They don't categorize it as that.
Okay.
It's a group or it's nothing.
If it's two or more.
See, he just started the whole list.
Yeah, that's why I just came up with the whole shit when I was just like, okay, I had Wood in there. Then I said NWA.
Yeah.
Then I said Outkast. Then I said UGK. And then I ended with Bone Thugs. But see, that duo, all right, we're gonna keep it as we already categorized that, right? All right, I'm done. I'm done.
More.
I said 3 or more for a group. A duo.
3 or more. A duo is 2.
It's 2 or more.
If it's more,
there's
we're
no
not
duo.
doing-
Mine's done.
We're
Mine's
not
done.
doing duo.
Mine's done.
No, we're not.
We're not
duo.
talking-
It's not
categorize that.
categorized that way.
There is people that
No,
categorize.
because Outkast is
stuff like that.
categorized as
Y'all making it too hard,
It's too
man.
different.
Andre,
You make
You're
Andre,
breaking it down too far.
Andre, and
You making it
Andre
too
and
hard,
Big
Now,
man.
if you're breaking it too
Goody
far,
Mob is a group to me.
Nah, man. You know what? I'm gonna do it like this, man. Since y'all don't want to say Outkast is a group,
That
I'll
is a
just say I'm just gonna say the Dungeon Family, and then I'll put
Okay.
everybody in.
Nah, that's-
So now
that's
y'all done
different.
squashed it
That's
off.
different.
But I don't care what nobody say. UGK is in my fucking rap groups of all time.
doubt.
Ghetto Boys is in my rap groups of all time.
I'm just trying to
I
clarify.
got Bone Thugs in Harmony. I got
good.
Bone Thugs in Harmony.
We good on that.
And man, you know what? It has to be NWA.
yeah,
It has to be.
no doubt.
Because I know somebody already mentioned NWA, but I can't think of
They made it through the
a
struggle.
rap group that was more influential on how rap is even articulated.
Okay, let's look at Public Enemy.
No doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Okay.
So where would you put Public Enemy on your top 5?
Public Enemy, I'm gonna come with at probably about 3.
Okay. So
Okay.
That's like gonna be my
run
top
through your shit,
3.
run
No,
through
you
shit.
5 to 1.
One, I'm gonna go with Boogie Down Productions.
No doubt. KRS.
Okay.
Put BX, stand up.
Who is Boogie Down? That was my boy
That's
KRS and all them
KRS
boys, man.
That's D Nice.
That
Not
was
even the first
They call me
album.
D Nice.
I'm gonna go with the
That
second
was
album.
that boy
Oh,
went and dusted off the vinyl on them niggas with that one.
No doubt.
one of the
that
goats.
BX
That's one of
He
the
went
goats.
into the crate and pulled out a
Yes,
nice
sir.
little vinyl and blew some
BX
dust
shit
off
right
on
there.
that boy.
That's the BX shit.
Put that boy on the record player and let the needle roll.
and he showed longevity, versatility, and even education. You know, and he was a decent role model, being that he was from the streets and a graffiti writer. He was an outlaw.
Yeah.
You know, but he took it to a whole nother level, whole nother direction. You know,
doubt.
even in one of his songs, like my mom wasn't into B-boy and at the home, and that's why By All Means Necessary is one of my favorite albums, which it only had
Great
10
album.
songs.
Great album.
But it is an awesome album, even to this day. Like when sometimes it be a Thursday.
Let
it be
me just
that
say this.
throwback
I know
Thursday,
I
throw that
mentioned my top 5,
Oh.
and because I'm a Southern boy and I put Ghetto Boys and UGK in there.
Ghetto Boys
because
is-
I grew up on that.
Ghetto
but
Boys
I
is
have
my
to.
5.
They didn't make my top 5, but they on the bubble, and it's Run DMC.
Oh,
and I'm
Run
gonna leave it at
DMC.
that. And I'm gonna leave it at that because
Salute, the OG.
I can't talk about rap groups
Word.
and not talk about Run
Word.
DMC, man.
Word.
Yeah, Run DMC
Word.
is awesome.
Okay, we'll go through your 5.
I will put them at 4 for me.
Okay.
Ghetto Boys I will put at 5 somewhat, but then I'm gonna leave 5 like off right now.
Because it's hard. Because 5 is a bubble number. Because it's
And
hard.
their longevity as a group, they ain't make that many. You know, there's other groups like Bone Thugs could be
Ghetto
my
Boys.
5. You know what I'm saying? Bone Thugs could be my 5.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I could put the Locks at 4, but they don't really. I could take them off of 4 and be mixed with the 5.
I didn't even think about the Locks, but I enjoy the Locks.
What are you basing it on?
Shout out to the
you
Locks.
basing
I
it
enjoy
on
the
your-
Locks.
Your influence.
They got the energy. I like the fact they got the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Woo, I could put at number 2. because they can't like their first album was like you were like. What the heck?
Now you notice
so
this nigga list. He would not go 1 through 5 or 5 through 1. He started at 3, went to 1, came back to 4, went to 5, and then I on 2. So that's 5. That's 5 right there. That's 5 right there. See, it's hard. It's hard.
That's what I'm saying. We like this topic is like impossible.
But that's what I'm saying. You putting pressure on yourself.
Somebody
gonna be somebody not gonna make the cut.
Goody Mob was
an awesome group, like amazing, man.
Was Goody Mob better than Outkast? That's why I just said.
You think so?
That's why. Okay, but that's why I said the whole
lyrically, Outkast had the longevity,
the commercial longevity, but the Goody Mob was hood, like gutter, like who was that? People threw about when they look at CeeLo, but their longevity is something to think about. And that's why some of the, because they had some top groups that had some good. I'm gonna put Mom Deep at 4 though, and I'm gonna have Bone Thugs at 5. I got BDP at 1.
Okay.
I remember y'all listening to a lot of Bone Thugs when we were growing up.
Yeah, I told you I didn't get into Bone until I heard the premiere remix.
Really?
And that was the first of the month remix.
You know, I would say this about Bone. Why they're solidly in my top 5, maybe my top 3, is because they are the most unique rap group ever. Like, even if we're talking about people comparing Migos and other rap groups to them or whatever, these motherfuckers were good. These motherfuckers sounded so good together that they could actually go a cappella and do a fucking doo-wop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
remember Meat Killer?
Yeah.
They were just snapping their fingers, and they was like they was like a gangster version of Boys II Men.
Boys II Men, yeah.
Like you had a tenor, a alto. A baritone and a bass. It's crazy, right?
Drug dealers, scandalous niggas.
It's crazy. And you got 2 dudes. You got one dude whose voice is so deep, and then you got another guy whose voice is like nobody else is in the world. Like he could be in a room with 100 people and he start talking, and you be like, that sound like Busy.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could point him out anywhere. So they have a uniqueness that could never be duplicated. It's unfortunate with all the beef shit that be going on.
But rap is competitive.
Rap is a competitive thing, but I'm also one of the older cats that understands. You understand and respect, but you also understand that it's a way to approach these young guys. Because when we was young, 10, 15 years ago, if you approached me wrong, wasn't trying to hear nothing you talking about. Fuck that old nigga, let's box. And I'm a big nigga, so I was always talking about boxing and some shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you approached me wrong, I wasn't trying to hear it. We came up, old niggas hated on our style. Our clothes was too baggy. Yeah. Now we say the young niggas' clothes is too tight. Yeah. But if you look at this shit came full circle because the generation before us, what the fuck was, look, what was J.J. Evans wearing?
Yeah.
That nigga's clothes was skin fucking tight with bell bottoms on the bottom. One time the niggas wearing a see-through suit with his nipples showing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was wearing some tight ass clothes with the fucking open shirt.
It just comes
come full circle, man. So you have to learn to respect that shit, and instead of being a hater because it's different, understand where they coming from and understand that they're just trying to create their own identity, and it's only so many.
So salute to
but you got it.
Shout out to the young generation.
You have
because things come full circle for one, because it's only so many ways to skin a motherfucking cat. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So eventually things are just gonna start to repeat themselves. Don't be surprised 15, 20 years from now, motherfuckers wearing fucking baggy parachute pants again. You know what I'm saying? Bringing that shit back. Just give it time.
I don't know if they're gonna do that, but I know
give it time.
You never know. It's competitive.
Did we ever think they were gonna bring back tight ass jeans?
Nope.
Niggas was rocking. Niggas was rocking. Niggas was. But niggas was. No. But hey, how was you wearing? How was you wearing your jeans in the '80s and the early '90s before the sagging came in? You was wearing them like everybody else. Your mama was dressing you back then.
But it wasn't no tight.
They weren't tight. You probably had a little room, but they wasn't.
Cut.
Was they baggy? No.
Nah.
They wasn't baggy.
When we started dressing,
it was a regular
That's right.
cut.
We dressed like them. We dressed like them niggas on Boys in the Hood. You watch Boys in the Hood. Them niggas wearing they dickies right up on their ass, kind of tight. You know what I'm saying?
So with that being said, let me get into my top 5.
Okay, but I just want to briefly say this, bro, before you start your top 5. The business is only competitive on 2 bases, and it's really just on the business aspect. And then somebody trying to build their character and get known.
But not the older guys are a little bit upset with how easy it is for these youngsters to make money now.
I mean,
because you can go viral with an Instagram and a YouTube following. You can go viral and book shows for $50 to $100 a show.
Yeah,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, think about how many shows NWA did before Ice Cube finally got his little check for $75,000. Yeah. They did a bunch of fucking shows. They were fucking world famous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 6ix9ine only been famous for a year.
But he got his advance though. His advance was nothing like what they got.
Dude, but he's booking shows for $110,000 a show.
Yeah.
$110,000 a
show.
You do 5 shows a month for 6 months. You tell me what they come out to. That's $500,000 a month for 6 months.
Yeah, if you doing that out of
you understand what I'm saying?
Out the country,
then 6 months on tour, man. And then the other 6 months working on the next one.
And that's the show I won't never go to. So.
No,
out the country show, they pay the most.
He's not for us, you know.
Yeah,
we are on we closer to 40 than 20.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So he ain't. We not supposed to be at the show unless we taking our kids and chaperone or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless I'm chaperoning my nephew. If that's what he want to go do, you know, I take him and go see that, and I stand back and be the cool uncle that won't knock his hustle or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we'll do it like that. But yeah, I can't knock it, man, because I remember old niggas hating on me. I do. I remember old cats hating on us. I remember people telling me that rap wasn't even music. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Rap was not even, you know, when
I
we was coming,
never heard that.
Man, people was telling me that rap wasn't even music. The old cats was like, what the hell did y'all listen to? That shit, that ain't music. What is that?
And you know what? Them niggas still don't like that shit. That's just not them.
It's not them.
They don't like it.
And that's cool. They don't bother me at all. You know what I'm saying? Because they not speaking your language anyway. Yeah. And you don't understand what these young cats talking about because we don't speak their language anymore.
That's just how it is.
It's just what it is. And I'm not mad at that. Because the cats that I listen to, that they still make music, and when they put music out, I go and get it.
No doubt.
It is what it is.
So
give me your top 5.
My top 5, I'm going to start out with 5 and say NWA.
Okay.
Had a very big influence on a lot of shit that I look at in society, just how shit is.
They shed a light on
and then just give me a different sound from the West Coast. Got me into that. Like I said, we grew up listening to West Coast rap, and that was pretty much the foundation of that, was the NWA.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give that 5. At 4, I would have to say maybe Outkast. It took me a while to like them brothers, because when their first album came out, I was not feeling it. I was strictly East Coast shit.
Okay.
I remember watching. I remember watching them on Soul Train, and I was not feeling that
Southern playlist.
What? But then I sat down and I watched the video. I started falling in for the track.
Yeah.
I like what them niggas was talking about.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then when me and you know, when ATLians came out, I was like, okay, these niggas is all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna give Outkast 4.
Okay.
At 3, I would have to say would be Run DMC.
Okay.
Because Rockbox.
Oh man.
Yes.
Cause Rock Bottom. I love that track.
The
They were super cool when I was growing up. Just to
That's
be
how
like,
it go. That's how the business
like
go,
Run,
too.
DJ Run. And it was super fucking cool coming up, just seeing them. You know what I'm saying?
Stars.
I always wanted to be like Run.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That.
Yeah, LL's my other nigga. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with LL.
He wouldn't even got that group, nigga. Alright.
What was the name of that group?
Solo though.
Run DMC.
Run DMC.
Oh, you talking about Run DMC? Yeah, we talking about that.
So that's my third. Number two, and could have been number one, who had the major influence on my young life coming into my adult life is Mobb Deep.
Yeah.
We did listen to a lot of Mobb Deep. They called Mama House. I go over there and play the PlayStation. We on some Mobb Deep.
We listening to Mobb Deep. Those are my niggas.
Okay.
Prodigy's my nigga. Rest in peace.
Yes, sir.
Rest in peace.
Until I go,
Prodigy.
Prodigy is always gonna be in my rotation.
Man, he heavy too. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Major influence on
Love
my
you,
life.
Prodigy, man.
Major influence. Number one would be Wu-Tang.
Okay.
The massive, the almighty motherfucking Wu-Tang.
Each member
10 motherfucking personalities.
Like Voltron.
10, was it 10 or 11?
That's what they said.
It was,
that
I don't
too.
know. It was a bunch of.
If you count Capadonna, it's like 11.
I'm gonna give him 10, but you can go with 11.
Was Capadonna like a part-time member? Or
No, he
what?
came out of jail.
No, you can go with 11 if you
He
get
was supposed to be on the first album, but he was locked up.
So
he came home. They gave him
Wu-Tang.
solo shit.
So he was kind of like Flesh and Bone with
He was
Bone Thugs. He
Wu-Tang.
be on some of the songs. He be in trouble, so he couldn't be on this one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he
Just the influence.
on the man.
The way they with the fucking with the alias names, the way they flip the game like that.
Yeah.
With the samples, with the Kung Fu movie, we came from that era when Kung Fu movies was.
They had the
Hey, Saturday morning matinee, nigga.
Kung Fu movies.
I still fuck with RZA on the what was that not the Iron Fist. What the fuck?
The Killer. They had some shit.
The man with the Iron Fist.
Man with the Iron Fist, man.
Yeah,
And
he got a sequel also.
I actually fuck with the RZA on a couple movies. That nigga's actually a mastermind behind a lot of the Wu-Tang shit, though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I know Capadonna, but like production wise, because when
He been in the business a real long time.
Yo,
about 30
the
years.
RZA, shout out to RZA. That brother took the Castlevania game from Nintendo, sampled it, and made a hit.
Yeah, Glaciers of Ice.
Glaciers of Ice. Listen to that shit,
Okay.
and it'll flashback. You like, okay, I remember.
I got Castlevania. I got the Nintendo. I got Castlevania.
So he takes his T, Inspector Gadget.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Wu-Tang forever.
Hey.
And that's my top 5.
Killer
Okay.
Bees, baby.
So you put Wu on a number
Yes, sir.
one. Okay.
I got a Wu-Tang shirt on right now. My Wu dog.
You know what?
Hold on,
Forever. Did
Let me find out who's the prop.
did anybody put the fake news? CNN.
Oh.
But see,
That
that would be a duo for me too.
I know Nap. I know Nap.
Got songs
This is
like-
why I'm
like
trying to fuck your
Wu-Tang.
head up right now.
Look, Wu-Tang, I can understand Wu. Let me kind of break it up for
All right,
you.
go ahead.
Okay, you got a duo. You got 2 rappers, right? And you got the group. It's a group name, but it's a duo because 2 rappers. Like Wu-Tang, they got songs with 3 people.
Okay.
You got a song. It's got Capadonna. It's got Ghostface. It's got Raekwon on it. You know what I'm saying? It's got Method Man on it. It's got Old Dirty Bastard. That's a group.
Okay.
And they making songs. They got longevity as songs.
How many rap
And
groups are
As
there
a duo,
really?
you have Mobb Deep. That's a duo.
It's a lot. It's a lot if we're going 2.
They
There's a
album.
lot of rap duos, but rap duos, even at the Grammys, they give duos and groups awards because a duo is
It's
2.
considered a group.
A group
And-
is considered us in this fucking room. It's
A
2
band.
or more. It's actually
Like, we got a goddamn
3
band.
or more, but a duo
You on
is
the
just me and
piano.
D.
Yeah,
So
I'm
when me and
on
D,
the drums, D on the
that's like
bass
saying
guitar,
Mob Life
and
is
he
a
on the-
group,
on the
but me and you are a
regular
duo.
Yeah,
How many-
but when we do our
That's a
duo
group.
thing, we still call ourselves
Then that's
Mob
a
Life for
trio.
the majority
Because it
of,
represents
the
all
majority
of us.
work.
True.
Because it's not just us. We representing the whole fucking brotherhood. The
Yes.
whole slick.
Yes.
Word.
Yes.
And we 15, 20
But I
deep
feel like
if we
we're
really
still-
gather
I still-
everybody up.
Like I can say Q-Tip. I can say Q-Tip and Fife, but that's a duo for me. You
But
know
if
what
you
I'm
say
saying?
the whole
I
tribe,
know there's a good
it's
group.
4 dudes.
No. it looked like it, but when it comes to
Because
the
it's
music,
Eric B and
when it comes to the
Rakim, a
material,
duo or a group.
That's
man.
I
I
know, but it's
first hip hop album I ever bought.
That would be a
was
group.
Eric B.
That would be a considered
Eric B and
group.
Rakim.
But Rakim is a soloist and Eric B is the DJ.
Yeah.
That would consider Rakim being
But
a
that's
soloist.
a group.
That
No.
would be soloist.
So Jazzy
artist.
Jeff and Fresh Prince is
No.
what?
It's a group.
That's a group title. But that's
so
why
is
that's why
Eric B
this
and
topic
Rakim.
is so big.
But the
It's
DJ
too
used to
big
be-
No,
to have a top five.
you trying, no doubt.
It's too big
No,
to have a top
So
five.
we don't think
Like
that
Kid and Play, is that a group?
That's a group.
That's the duo.
No, it's a group.
it's a group.
Because that also includes
but
the DJ.
I understand what you're saying, and it would be a duo in our category.
Yeah, but you're breaking it down too far.
It would be a group. But I still think a group is three or more.
To make a top
I
five
think-
out of all of this.
That's why
Everything's a group then.
I think it's easier to
That's
say
like saying,
three
what's
or
your
more.
greatest- What's your greatest five groups? Period. Like your the top five hip hop group. Like out of all of that. You know what I mean? That means you can pick
that's what I
from
gave
so
you.
much.
I know, but because that's what I was trying to minimize that, right? By saying duos and groups. Because if we go with just groups, man, it's so vast.
Exactly.
But the duo and then the group, it basically makes me be like, okay, Ball and G, Outkast, UGK.
Opinion wise, we can get to
Yeah,
the
wow.
bottom of it.
You got who?
There's so many
NWA,
good
Public Enemy.
contributions.
Yeah.
A lot of good
There's
contributions,
so many,
man.
there's so many groups, but you have to throw the duo in it just to kind of condense it.
Okay.
Because that's
So-
a whole nother topic if we doing duos and we doing groups with two or more people.
So will we be right in saying that it's not about the groups, more or less influential groups? Because everybody that y'all named, everybody that I named could be influential. Because I could say TRU, because that was like some of the shit that I fuck with heavy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm talking influential across the culture.
And that is actually a group.
So-
TRU.
I know. Yeah,
They
but
didn't have enough longevity for me, but they was like Silk. That's my nigga. Like he's a good rapper
Yo,
to me. Like a lot of people
listen.
don't like Silk style, but I rock
when
with
I
Silk
when I heard No Limit Soldier
for the first time.
Banger.
on 125th
That's a
Street
beast.
at Grand
That's a
Stool.
beastie.
No,
ass beat.
you heard that at the tune?
I heard it.
Hell no. Hell no. I
swear
thought
to
I put
God,
y'all on that.
You did put me on it.
That's
But
a beast.
when I heard that on 125th Street and Grand Stool, that's when I knew them niggas made it.
Okay. All right.
I was like,
1997.
okay, my nigga listens to that all
Okay.
the fucking time.
Okay.
Meech came back with that. You know, Meech came back. He had
Yeah.
the Ghetto Dope album. When I heard it, I heard that's the first time I
And
ever heard
you
it.
know what?
Great
I
album.
didn't
Before
like,
it came
I didn't
out.
like Make Crack like this because I thought it was.
Yeah, I didn't like that song
But
either. That's
now-
probably the
now
song
that I
didn't like
look
on
at
the
it,
whole album.
that was homage.
It wasn't original.
Yeah.
I was
Because
just being original
Master
at the
P
time.
came up
Okay.
on Rakim and every being Rakim.
Okay.
He came up on that.
Okay.
He likes that shit too. You know, just like I like it, he likes that shit too. And he was just paying homage to that. And he twisted it and flipped it
And
his
turned
way.
it. Yeah.
You know, and that shows the how special we are as a people.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
And I respect that now, and I like that shit.
Okay.
Now, you know what I'm saying?
But what about the difference between what would this be considered difference in groups? You have Cash Money as a label as a group, and then you got the
Hot
big
Boys.
you would
timers.
say
Hot
Then
Boys.
you got the
The
Hot
Hot Boys
Like,
was.
You would say Hot
but the
Boys.
big
See.
timers is
and
was
or
my
Big
nigga.
Timers, whichever you like.
But Big
Hot
Timers
Boys
was the
better
two
than Big
piece.
Timers.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Any given day. Any given day.
There's more. They have more to offer.
Better lyricists.
Big Timers would be considered a duo.
Any given
to me,
day.
though, is what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, any
Big
gi-
Timers would be a duo.
Any given
That's
day. Man.
Birdman and Manny going in.
Yes, I love Big Timers.
Man.
Like I'm not gonna lie, I love the Big Timers shit.
But they had the whole family, Cash Money, and that was a group. It was a record label, a family, a group.
But that was like every No Limit album.
No
that
Limit,
had everybody.
that was another version of it too. Like the No Limit Soldiers, like you said, that was
The Tank Boys, Cain and Abel.
that's a duo.
They had that
Cain
504
504 boys.
boys, yeah.
Yeah, like that's where I'm like, man, it really is about preference, right? But What I talk about with that is, so the reason why I put Bone Thugs in that and Wu into that as well, because like nigga Dave Chappelle was somebody, the Wu-Tang love the kids and the skits and like that's the influence that shit had on the culture, right? Think about Bone Thugs. Think about Do or Die after that.
Yeah, Do or Die was something.
And 3 6 Mafia used to rap fast after that.
But do you
So
feel
it
like
was
it's best for an artist to go from being solo to being in a group, and that would consider the group as a strength?
No, because Outkast, when they did the solo albums, actually was like their #1 selling shit ever when they did Big Boy, the Speaker Box and Love Below, and whatever. I forgot, I can't remember both names, but I'm drunk. But those two albums,
They start together though. They started together.
Was Andre
Twister,
the Love
and then-
Below was his
and-
shit.
and then-
the Speaker Box was
yes.
Twister came and went into Do or Die, but he was a solo rapper at first.
But who else made it out of that?
That was it.
I don't know no other artists.
Name the other nigga's name. Give me another nigga name out of that group. Do or Die.
I don't even know the other dude. He was a pimp ass nigga.
That was it.
Them niggas
It was like 4 of them.
So that's what I think about.
Three of them.
No, it was
rap.
three. It was 3 or 4 of them.
And
There
No
was
ID
a lot
did
of
their
them.
production, right? Was that No ID? No ID produced
No, I don't
it?
think No
I don't
ID
think No
was
ID
doing
did
that.
that.
I thought No ID was the
Really?
producer for Do or
All
Die.
right, I don't know.
We have to research on
Yeah,
that.
I'm not gonna discredit
Common
that.
Sense first album. And
He did a lot of
Yeah,
common sense.
but
he did his first whole
Fuck my
album.
head
His
up
whole
at
first
work
album,
yesterday.
and maybe the second. You bleeding?
Yeah, I was, and I got some on my damn.
You gotta put some peroxide on that.
Yeah,
Go get some
peroxide.
peroxide.
That's a blister I had from working.
Go get some peroxide. It'll get that out of there. No
Peroxide?
facts, bro. It come right out. So if you ever kill your wife, put peroxide on the bed. No.
I've done it before. I know. I learned that.
You killed your wife, never chill, man.
Nah, hell no. Hell no.
I'm fucking with you,
I'm
man.
running.
Nah,
She
man,
like,
like, no, so when I talk about music, I'm talking like on the influence. So that's why I was so upset when I was listening to Joe Budden podcast and they were talking about like the influence of rappers and it was like UGK. Park said that, and then Roy was like, no, not UGK. I would think Outkast. No, he said I would think Ghetto Boys more than. And I was like, well, wait, Ghetto Boys nobody really rap like them.
They had like
Big
two
Crit,
albums.
Big Crit today still sounds like
Pimp C.
that's influence, bro.
It's crazy. You think he's
That's
from
fucking
Port
influence.
Arthur, and he's from
I was
Mississippi.
rapping Rick Ross Mafia music in Pimp C's voice today. I got a feeling, nigga, that my money be the roof. Pull up to the cars, everything I see the roof.
Yeah.
Like, and I start going into I was like, wait.
I think
But you know he rocked with Bun.
No. What I'm telling you is, I was just like, well, damn.
Like that though.
I said, imagine Pimp singing that verse. You feel me? I once had a job laying tarp on the roof. And, you feel me? Like,
On the real, Pimp C might not even
the
be
swag
dead,
of
bro.
the swag of the fucking flow, I was like, damn. Bro, that's why I like him so much. It's because he was really rapping simple, complex bars, but it's the voice that carried the fucking music, bro. That's why I think he was never unfazed by 50. 50 killed everybody they ever came against, except Rick Ross. And right now, to this day, he'll tell you, I tried to stop his album, but the shit actually ended up being one of the best Rick Ross albums ever. And it turned this nigga to a fan, and he didn't even fucking like Ross.
I fuck with Ross though. I fuck with Ross.
Yeah. Real talk. So like, when I started listening to, and I started rapping under the shower, bro, I was like, damn. I was like, man, Pimp saying that. And I was like, no, nigga, that sounds just like the same talking shit talking that Pimp does. It sound like the same shit, bro. So like, to me, it's like the influence of what you leave and the stain on the culture. So the Migos do get a stamp to me.
I like the Migos.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
I don't see the longevity. I like the originality.
But let me tell you why. Everybody else wants to be like them.
I don't feel that.
Everybody,
I don't feel
bullshit.
like that. I haven't seen that.
Everybody else raps.
It's a
It's
copycat.
the cadence. It's the cadence, right?
Yeah.
It's the cadence.
Mama.
Yes.
Ice.
Like it's regardless of whether we love the music or not, the cadence of what they do. So this is where I'm on the 50-50 line with Bone Thugs and the Migos beef, right? Which started this whole conversations, even getting into the top.
We
Your
should have
top.
justified it then. We should have had a new age or old school.
I'm not gonna go that because to me it's just one hip hop. It's just one hip hop. And they don't make enough music to make me feel away, because music makes you feel away. But the young kids could probably come up in here, argue us to death the way they feel to the left and we feel to the right, and they're not wrong. We're not right. Like, everybody's in the middle line, because it's really what attracts you to hip hop and what attracts you to music. The problem I have with hip hop right now is so watered down that the substance of me and you going on a boom bap beat and really spilling our guts on that shit doesn't get enough credit versus a motherfucker that's not saying nothing on a beat.
A lot of people look at it as a catalog.
I don't like
but to some people, it's a business. We are artists.
I got you.
We know the business side.
I got you. Let them
feel different about it.
Let him go where he going.
I don't like that originality is not pumped up more.
Because it's business.
I like how 90s hip hop embraced originality.
Yes.
How everybody sounded.
But it was new. It was
different.
still new.
Niggas from Cali sounded like niggas from Cali. Niggas from New York sounded like niggas from New York. Niggas from down south sounded like niggas from down south.
Yeah.
I like that.
Until it became a genre.
Everything is blended.
It's
Now
blurred.
it's different.
It's blurred.
You never
But it's still
know.
that hunger out there.
This shit is
Say, yo, I'm from New York.
This shit's bird box.
This
shit's bird box.
Rappers.
No, this shit's bird box.
They from Chicago, but originally from Mississippi.
This shit is
I
bird
see.
box,
I
bro.
see.
Bow
Shout
Wow's
out
from
to Biscuit.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Bow Wow's from Cleveland. I swear that nigga's from Atlanta when he was with JD.
Yeah.
Like, it became bird box. And Mims, this is why I'm hot. I knew he was from the South.
Yeah.
But
I
he's
just
from-
fucking knew he was
he's
from the
New
South.
York.
He's from New York.
He's from
I
New
knew
York.
he was from the South.
Yep.
Until I heard him say he was
I'm
from New York. So it was like this bird box shit, bro, where we're just like the blind leading the blind.
Yep.
And remember when Crazy came out after Pac died? No Limit.
Yeah.
Sounded just like Pac.
Yeah.
We dismissed him. Y'all remember the nigga from the West Coast that sounded like Biggie? Black.
Black Gorilla Black.
Gorilla Black.
He in jail right now for credit card theft.
Oh, wow.
I mean, talk to me, man.
Wow.
No, it ain't no bad luck. Ain't no bad luck.
Remember they was gonna say Sean was gonna replace Biggie.
No,
Remember
never.
they was saying
I heard that, but never, bro.
He
Never,
couldn't
bro. Never.
even stay out of jail.
He sounded like Biggie.
Well, he took 10 mil for Puff doing. You know what?
And Loon was a nigga.
Hey,
that
Revolt,
was
we
live
love
too.
you.
Like Puff Daddy
We
and
need
the
a sponsor.
Family. That was a group, right?
No.
No, bro. Cause Loon sounded like Mace.
May sound like Loon.
Yeah,
No.
because Loon came out first.
No. No.
Just from.
Mace got his deal first because he's ready to do the shit that
Listen,
Puff wanted to do.
Y'all bugging.
Loon was not about to do what Puff wanted to do because he came out on my friend's
What Puff wanted him to do?
My friend older brother had a label and that was...
What he wanted him to do?
That
What's
was-
the name of the nigga he rapped with? Loon
And Jay Nitty and Loon.
Jay Nitty and Loon.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, they had a song called Sky on the Rock.
This is like hands on.
Yeah.
Like we knew the nigga who produced the song.
Yeah, that was my
This is long
That's
before
fam.
Mace. This is about 2-3 years before Mace.
No.
Real talk.
Swear to God.
Loon.
Right hand to the man.
I got the record at the house.
You still got that shit?
Scotch on the Rocks. You
Yeah,
heard it.
never came out.
Cock my Glock sip, Scotch on the Rocks.
Scotch on the
yacht.
Rocks.
Pick up the cops in my spots.
This shit never came out.
You've heard that before. I had it on
Hip hop
tape before.
history, man.
Word, facts.
Talk to me,
what about
man.
Money Boss? Because I got my underground niggas that I fuck with, like Money Boss players.
Okay.
You know
That's
what I'm
crazy.
saying? They became Lord Tariq and Peter Guns after that.
Okay, I know those.
And that's a duo though, right?
Word.
Or a group.
Or you
I see.
We gotta get the
You can
simplification
talk about
on
the
the
Cash
next
Money
time.
Click with Ja Rule. Before he went solo and it was just Ja Rule.
Yeah, but Cash Money Click was this.
Okay, y'all
But
remember
we
the
was
first
like,
time I
we
put
was-
y'all
he
on
thought
50
he was
Cent?
like rough
Y'all
out
remember the first time I
DMX
put y'all on
when he
50 Cent
came
before
out
How to Rock?
What say that again?
When I put y'all on 50 Cent before How to Rock.
Right, that was the
That
first song.
Juvenile, 500, no. Wayne did 500 degrees, Juvie dropped to 600 degrees, and I put y'all on that I'm a grimy ass New Yorker shit talker, gun sparker. It was on that fucking, it was before, that was the first time he ever gave us those bars on that fucking Juvenile 600 degrees.
Right.
and that was with the UTP before he went back to Birdman and did the Juvie the Great. And we was at your mama house. No, we were at your fucking mama house. And I was like, bro, it's this nigga from New York called 50 Cent. And he was fucking with 50, Young Buck, and everybody. That's why Buck cries about that when Juvie left him in California. He was on 2 songs on that fucking 600 Degrees, bro.
That's the song. I know that song you talk about with Skip, Wacko. It had 50 Cent. Skip.
He was
Wacko.
on 2 songs on that album.
It had Banks on it.
Yes.
And,
yes.
Who else was on there with
bro.
J.O. was on there too.
May have been.
I remember I had that song.
Yes, I remember listening to that.
In the kitchen, you in the kitchen.
Yes.
Before you put that fish in.
Yes, I was at your fucking mother's house. We were in the fucking living room, den, whatever the fuck y'all call it.
The family room.
Yes. We were in there listening to that shit on the fucking radio thing. And I was like, bro, no, listen to this shit right here. Because I was still, I listened to Juvie more than I ever listened to any fucking hot boy, bro. Like, that was like my thing. Like, Juvie was my guy.
Juvie got that fire.
I already told y'all, he still has the #1 selling album on Cash Money to this day over Drake, over Wayne, over everybody.
Wayne's
it
not the
doesn't
best
matter.
lyricist to me, but he got the drive. He got that. Listen to
Juvie still has the #1 selling album on Cash Money to this day.
He has that
over Drake,
he got
over
that
Wayne, over think
drive.
about that, over Drake, bro.
He's ready to go. But he been in the business a long time.
Man, people be.
Juvie he had an album on Warlock Records.
We can't sleep on
old rap label.
So, I people would say that's because streaming wasn't alive. That's because this wasn't live. But I'm gonna tell you right now, it doesn't matter if we're at a party. When they say Cash Money taking over for the 9-9, how many bitches hitting that dance floor now?
Yeah, all of them.
My mama might hit that goddamn dance floor.
Already, yeah. So it's jamming.
Right?
I had the crowd moving.
Yes, right? So people could say streaming this, streaming that. Like, bro, we didn't even count streaming back in the day compared to how many cities, how many states, how many towns this music actually influenced, right? So even Mystical, when Mystical went to New York and shake your ass, watch yourself. He's like, damn, New York, I ain't know y'all was fucking with me like this. And he take the mic and he lean it towards the crowd and they sing the rest of the song. Like, I didn't really realize y'all was fucking with us like that, bro.
Man, what? Come on, man. There's family involved, man. It got his bullshit in the mix.
It wasn't.
As far as just people trying to have a good time and international and family wise is gonna get
who ran publicity back then.
That's why.
You know when I knew Mystical was big? When we was watching Scary Movie part whatever, and at the beginning of the Scary Movie, the white dude started playing the piano. And he started playing, shake your ass. Watch yourself. Shake your ass. Show me what you're working with. Shake your ass. Watch yourself. And I was just like, damn, they really playing Mystical from down south? Like, mystical? Like, on this shit? Like, and that's when I was like, damn. Like, we crossed over, right? But when Mystical, even when he got back out of jail, this first time around, bro, and he was going to New York, and like, he was doing his whole soundtrack. He was like, I'm gonna go this one, dude. And he was doing the Man Right Chair and, all these different songs, Beware. And he was in New York, and he was the mic out, and they were singing that shit. I was just like, why did the media make it seem like we wasn't fucking with each other?
Because that's what the media did.
That's our message that been coming. Like, everybody that come through wasn't the voice that we need to be hearing.
The whole East and West Coast beef was started by the
media, right?
Was the media.
Trying to fit in business. Like I'm
telling you for a fact, I was living in New York, bumping NWA.
Okay.
My brother was listening to Ice Cube.
Okay.
We loved that shit.
Okay.
I bought an NWA hat on 125th Street.
Nice.
And my mother bought me that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? We loved that shit over there. It wasn't no real tension. There was niggas that didn't like it.
Of course.
But that helped Ice Cube make his first album.
Yeah, he did that shit in New York.
And the Bomb Squad was the producer for Public.
You talking about when he broke off.
Yeah.
Like Gorillas in the Mist and all the other stuff.
We like that shit.
Okay.
We was riding with that.
I think Sir Jinx did the Gorillas in the Mist, the EP that they came out with the Lynch Mob, which was really a tough album. That was tough too.
That was all media influence.
How do y'all feel about The Firm?
Weak.
Flop?
a definite flop.
So can we talk biggest hip hop flops?
Great
Can we
artists.
talk? Okay.
It was great
I like
artists.
the concept.
It was great artists, but
Did he finish
the image
it?
was wrong.
He beat that nigga that fast?
The image was wrong, bro.
Oh shit! Shout out John's Bones
Oh
Jones.
man, Bones Jones back in the fucking building.
Straight
Fuck
up.
DC. Hey, y'all know what the fuck it is, man.
out
All right, go ahead though. Biggest hip hop flops.
The image was
Yeah, we got
you know
it.
what I'm saying?
We got it. Fuck you.
They had all that potential with all these great rappers and artists, right?
So was
But
it
the
undersold?
image was like, what do
Was
y'all,
Was
like
it?
you want to be the firm, but you want to be? Do you want to be lyrical, or do you want to be a show off group, or just like an
I bought that
advertiser?
album.
You know,
I
you
bought
want to
it
be
for-
an
Did you?
advertiser.
I listened to
And
it.
it was a rushed album.
I bought.
I don't think it was rushed. I think it was too many
It was
egos
rushed.
in one room.
That could.
Yeah, no.
And then
you
it was
play,
the
everybody
original
played
firm.
their part that it wouldn't have happened.
but-
But that's
and
what I'm
then it
saying.
went to
That's
the
part-
original firm.
Like, but that's right. Like, that's what I'm saying. It was more of a commercial image, more so than as far as doing music. Like, it wasn't really, we want to do this music, we're going to do this. It was more like, we got to get this money, we want to be this image, we got to, so everything trying to come off our class. It wasn't really the lyrical side of either one of these artists.
It was rushed because it was
Only
right
one that
on-
was authentic was the only ones authentic to me was like Noriega, Nature, you know, AZ always come
Nori was on the firm.
I actually, yeah. I actually fuck with AZ though.
I'm leaving.
I thought
So
AZ
$500,000 was on there. And rest of dead, $500,000. He got murked.
Yeah, Pac went off on them niggas though. Whatever though.
Because it wasn't an authentic
Niggas say that I
image to
turned
him.
Pac on the first flop.
He was ready
That's
to
for the
work
reason
with them,
Dre and Big
but
and no
when it came
sleep.
down to it, he had to really
Even
go
though
for
the
his.
shit went
They
bad.
left him out. And Pac, that's why Pac is one
Ain't
of the
that
realest.
ain't that crazy
one of my
though?
realest-
Ain't that okay? But ain't that
He's
crazy?
one of the realest rappers to me.
But ain't that crazy that the shit went platinum and it still was a flop?
Because it was supposed to go more than
'Cause-
platinum.
it was all hype.
But
It was
what
all
even
hype.
Dre
It was supposed
said,
to go
niggas
4
thought
or
that I
5.
turned.
Wu-Tang had a better
Even
album.
Dre said-
Facts. Facts.
Oh no,
And
we
then it
gotta
was a
watch
double
it right
album.
here. Yeah, it's over with. We just watching it right here. Nick, Nick, you left.
I had to go get Mikey.
Talking.
Nigga said that I turned
double
Pac.
album.
Nigga said that I turned Pac on the firm flop. That been the reason Dre ain't been getting no sleep. Like nigga, like it went platinum and it was a flop.
It was definitely a flop. It was definitely a flop. Nas
With
was
all
coming.
those
Remember
niggas
when
in the
Nas
room?
was coming? Nas is coming.
Well, you know that's because niggas was going diamond back then, though, bro. Can we?
This was in the day when people were buying hard copy records.
But can we say that was in the day? Can we say that was in the?
You go to Sam Goody, listen to the whole CD and still buy it.
Yeah, CDs and tapes
15
was
in a
bigger
row, man.
back
Let's
then.
go, man.
Now it's just straight digital live. So
Can-
everybody got control of their own career
Can we
and
say-
their own hunger, and they can cure that. And it's all about mostly catalog work.
Can we say that's in a? But can we say that's in a day of? Oh yeah, the damn shit. Yeah. That's why y'all niggas be mumbling in the podcast.
Bitch, that's why my mumble rap game went to the next level. That's why my mumble rap game went to the next level, bitch.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I don't need that shit to mumble. Nah, man.
You show them.
But so well, the thing is, it's so high power, right? That's like having KD, LeBron, and Steph Curry on one team, and they only win one championship. It's a flop, right?
No.
It's a flop. No. Now.
Not give it a longevity. And
Now.
they might say
At this,
it's a 1 year contract.
They have to win
Might
at least
get
two.
or
They have to
3
win
years.
at least two.
It depends
They
on
have
the
to win at least
contract.
2 and 3 years. With those guys, they should win 3 in a row.
That's
all up
like
to the
saying
agreement.
that's a flop.
It could flop, but it depends. If they
I mean,
say,
but
anything-
We're talking the firm. The
If we
firm
need y'all to win once,
had Foxy
that's not a
Brown.
flop. If we need you
The
to win
firm
once,
had
It was a
Noriega,
strong
That's not a
team,
flop.
though.
And they win.
but it only went platinum.
Is that bad?
It was a flop back then.
Platinum was a
Dre
flop back
said it. Nigga said that I turned Pac with the firm flop. That been the reason Dre ain't been getting no sleep. So fuck y'all, all of y'all. If y'all don't like it, blow me. If y'all keep fucking around, y'all gonna keep turning me back to the old me, nigga.
It's a flop as far as the music.
Flop, fucking flop, nigga.
That means the game was abundant.
The music was good. Fuck with me, bro.
That means the game was abundant.
But I think it was a flop.
That means the rap game was Dubai.
Thank you, bro.
Rap game Dubai.
Thank you,
1990s, man. The golden era. It might not ever be duplicated, man.
Thank you, bro. Never. There
The
never.
90s?
There would never be another 1990 rap.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't sound like Pun couldn't sound like DMX, and Bigger couldn't sound like Pac, nigga. Like, and if you sounded like anybody, you was automatically canceled.
You gotta be original.
Too short rap slow,
Adaptable,
but let another
you
nigga
have
try
to
to
be
come with the
adaptable,
too short
though,
shit.
You could come from the same area, but you better not sound
Like me,
it.
bro.
We
It was
can
a
have the
younger
same
gang.
accent,
Richie Rich.
but you could tell E40 from Too Short,
D
from
Shot,
Be Legit,
Be Legit.
from
Don't be
D Shot, from fucking Mac Dre,
Facts.
from all, and they was all
Mac Dre,
They
yeah.
might not all have been from the same exact area,
Yeah.
but they were close enough.
Even the Bay.
Yeah.
Pac was more Bay than he was LA.
Yeah, because he
And
rapped,
I like-
rapped about dope.
I used to like.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't rap about it's different.
And X-rated.
And it's funny how you say that because you got one state in on North Carolina, they rapping about trap music basically. It's hyphy trap.
Okay.
We consider it trap. That's what they call it now. But it was deep boy music in the Bay Area, Northern California, Sacramento, Oakland, all that. But in Los Angeles, it was all about gangbanging. You know what I'm saying? You might have rapped about niggas, dope fiends and niggas getting money and shit, but it was mostly about repping your set and riding on the other side.
Facts.
That's what, and it's funny how you have this, you have one state, but in two different cities, it's like they're worlds apart as far as what's the focal point of the.
Isn't that music though? Because
it is.
Because New York never sounded like Jersey, and it was right across the bridge.
Yeah.
Am I lying?
Naughty by nature.
True
Am
that.
I lying? It was right, and it was right.
We don't sound like Dallas.
It was right. Let me hit that. It was right across the fucking bridge.
We don't sound like
Queen
Dallas.
Queen Latifah was
Dallas
gay
got
all these
their own
years, and we
style.
didn't know she was gay. I knew she was gay, but no, we talked about that the other day in my house. But whatever,
She too
Queen.
fine to be gay too.
Hell
That's a
no.
bad shit.
Hell no.
Ain't no such thing as being too fine.
Hell no.
Gay.
Queen
Yeah, that's
Latifah
how
looked
I
like
feel.
Tony I
That's
grew
how
up
I
with,
was
and I
judging.
knew Tony was gonna be gay. Tony was gay.
If you fine and gay, it might be a plus because
It wasn't a bonus to be gay back then, though. So I
No.
get that. Like but Jersey.
But she never sold herself as a sexual being.
True. But
Queen
when
Latifah.
I watched Living Single Nigga, I knew damn well she wasn't fucking none of them niggas on the goddamn show,
And
man.
that goes into the flavor.
Bitch
music.
goddamn have Jerry Curl with
That
that.
was
fucking-
She was
flavor
wearing
unit.
jeans all the time and playing basketball and shit.
Native Tongue. That's the group.
True. Well,
With De La Soul.
Boot Camp
I
Click.
remember De La
Boot Camp
Soul.
Click too.
No, not them
Well,
niggas
Otis-
from there.
Even
the
Boot
nigga,
Camp Click is in the
Okay,
group.
all right.
Shit, what about Diggable Planets? Remember Diggable Planets?
Digable
And
Planets.
that was
Okay.
a duo to that's a group. That's a real group.
Hey,
Trio. Yeah.
True story. Middle school, 8th grade. I'm coming home from school. Instead of going home, I went and kicked it with my partner Chris Calhoun, man. And he was like, man, you ain't never heard of the Fugees, man, Refugees, man. And that nigga bust out this motherfucking album called The Vocab.
Okay.
And I got the vocab. Fuji's got the
Wyclef on that guitar.
1983, nobody wanted to be like me. I turned on my TV, they said Dre live for free. I'm like, Roxanne, you're not gonna do that for money.
And you know what? And
You
what
know
he did, that was James Taylor.
So,
he played
you know,
it out and rekeyed it and looped it. And
there's
that's
so
what
many
that is.
different
It's a song that
influences.
James Taylor made.
There's so
Okay?
many
He
different
replayed it.
influences, man. And
It's fresh though. The
I
vocab
really
was that
think-
joint.
I really think that even though I grew up in Houston, Texas, man, and we focus on pretty much what's going on out here, because Houston, before the Ghetto Boys blew up, we didn't really have our own
sound.
musical identity. So we heard everything. You know
Y'all
what I mean?
always had that though. Like Archie
No.
Bell and the Drill. Archie
Yeah,
Bell and
well,
the
Archie Bell, yeah, doing the tighten up and all of that.
Yeah.
But see, but that was a Motown sound though. That was a Motown sound. Everything sounded
bebop, but it was a bebop sound.
But we talking about
based off.
Bro, I had the
Too Short
hip hop. They don't know. A lot of people don't know about.
I had the Too Short
Houston
white
had
tape.
one of
The Shorty the Mac.
There was
Shorty
black
music.
There was no hip hop in Houston.
Yes.
Tennessee was next.
There was no hip hop in
Detroit.
Houston.
When I moved, you know what? When I moved,
It wasn't.
I moved. Okay,
It was on the streets popular. It wasn't.
okay,
like,
I got you. But when I moved here,
Detroit had
1990,
it, they
Halloween,
made it big like that.
1990,
Then
28 years ago.
Tennessee took over with the stacks after that.
Let me get my testimony. 28 years ago, when I moved here on Halloween in 1990, I did not know who the Ghetto Boys was at all.
Okay.
Really?
At all. And then I came here and I saw that and I was just like, okay, I saw the influence. Then I was back and forth to Louisiana. And then I started to see the transition of the South in rap. Then I came back here screaming Mystical. 93, before Mystical Blue in 94. Everybody was like, what the fuck are you rapping?
Yeah.
He was on Jimmy Jones. He was on Jimmy Jones. That's the first time that I heard him sing. My mom asked me about it. She was like, you ever heard of a rapper called Mystical? He's on Jimmy
Great.
Jones. He's pretty good.
This is when we started to create. This is when we started to create our own voice. This is when we started to separate ourselves from East Coast, West Coast, whatever.
Yeah.
So this is when I started feeling great about being from the South.
Okay.
This is why I embrace Master P so much. I tell people
Man,
my top
Master
five.
P is a beast, though. He's
Two Live Crew.
He's one of the best he can get.
Two Live-
I am like it wasn't lyrical.
No,
He's
Two
one
Live
of the
Crew.
best he can
Okay,
get
so
as
so
far as
let
Two
me-
Live
let me-
Crew was
let
all
me-
about the party though.
Let me. Okay, so
Two Live
how
Crew
in the
was
fuck
basi-
has Atlanta
it
changed
was
since
basically
then?
it was basically about the DJ.
Say it again.
How
Two Live Crew.
How in the fuck has Atlanta changed since then? Because Two Live Crew from the not I know they're from Miami, right? But
But Florida,
that coast,
Florida
right?
touches Georgia.
That
though.
coast, right? Because I'm about to Bankhead Bounce,
Yeah.
Tootsie Roll.
69 boys.
Whoop, there it is.
Yeah.
Like they were
That's
all
right
in
there.
that booty music.
Southern East,
This is
East
what I'm
Southern-
saying about the party rap.
Yeah.
So that coast still does party fucking rap.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, it's whack, it's whack. Like, no, it's not
It's
whack.
what
because
they've
this is-
always done.
Yeah,
Fuck
they were-
outta-
get-
thank
get
you.
the parties jumping.
Now it's reggaeton and stuff taking over.
But see, that's the
There's
thing.
no more of that
when
real hip-hop
when creativity
party stuff really
is
going
not
on.
embraced like it used to be. Because
Yeah,
you was
because-
expecting party records
Well,
from the
you
South.
know what I realized about people?
You expecting niggas to drop knowledge from the East, and you was expecting
Now it's
gangster
coming
rap
from
from the West.
Louisiana. It's
Yeah.
not coming from Florida like
You know,
it used
you know
to.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They hooked on the reggaeton and all the cultural
and that was their
drums and
sound.
stuff. And that's
And
all-
what's going on now is
Hip hop history, though.
a lot of these guys are not able to.
Doing the butt.
They're not able to.
Shack, shack, shack,
to-
shack.
to-
No,
Oh,
listen to what I'm saying.
That's
A
East
lot of
Coast.
listen to what I'm
That's
saying
go-go
though.
music.
A lot
That's
of
from
these
DC.
a lot
From a
of these
music
older
standpoint?
you know a lot of
That's
these
from
older
DC.
cats.
I know, but from a music standpoint, that's like a memes. This is why I'm hot.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's what was popping in the South. Like, because South music has never been complicated. That's why it's always been hip hop rap tunes. Because we'll rap about what's going on. Like, it doesn't matter if the rest of y'all shit, if y'all feel it or not. Because at some point, I guarantee you press play at the party, the whole party's gonna turn the fuck
No
up.
doubt.
That's-
Shout out to South hip hop.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
I also want to say this: a lot of guys right now, you have to be special to be able to sustain longevity.
True.
In this state
Okay.
of how the game has changed.
So it's
You-
still
you have to be able to evolve.
about
Man,
lyrics.
this is the easiest it's ever been.
Well,
It's still about business, smart.
we already talked about this.
It's the
The
easiest
most
it is.
the guys that are considered lyricists, they still do numbers.
Yeah.
You know, the J. Cole,
Thank you.
Drake.
That's why I was about to go. That's
the
why I was about
you know, the T.I.s, the Jay-Z's, the
That-
Waynes.
so that's why I was
the
about
guys that are the guys that have earned the respect for actually being great at what they
you don't
do.
Look at that South hip hop.
No, you just look at them as being great artists. It's universal. Kendrick Lamar's certain guys, they don't have to drop a mixtape every month, every 2 months.
Kendrick Cole.
They can drop an album once. They can skip a year, drop an album every other year. And they drop an album because they know it's going to do numbers because they have a cult following and they can tour on that one album for a whole
But you know it's only
year.
like maybe like 8 albums that went platinum this year.
Yeah,
And it's the niggas that actually rap about something that actually have substance.
Who went
that
platinum?
Shit.
Who out of the 8? Who went platinum?
Drake, Cole, Eminem, Kendrick.
The respected MCs.
Yes, like
Jay-Z.
the Migos, but the Migos is the new Bone Thugs. They're the new culture because they control the wave.
Yeah,
right?
they're the hottest. They're the number one rap group in rap.
XXXTentacion, he did pass away this year, which gave him rest in peace to XX, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And there's a couple more that were on the borderline of being platinum, but they did like 800K, 700K.
Yeah.
Like they were right on the border, but it's only about 8 to 10 albums that actually went platinum this year, bro.
Yeah.
But they were actually artists that actually rap.
And you notice most of the guys that you named, they would be considered legendary status already. They would
not in our era. And
not in our era.
I'll put the sign up that says "argue with me," and I'll tell you why.
Who would you say is not legendary in that group that you named?
Wayne went platinum too.
He's a legend.
But would you consider Wayne part of our era?
Yeah,
Wayne's old as us.
Yeah, no doubt.
Nigga like 2 years younger than me.
And he been around.
Bitch,
Yeah,
37, 35, whatever.
So
he been rapping since we was in high school.
Considered that generation.
Okay.
Nas, Jay-Z, Big.
But see, he's one of the special ones.
Yeah.
Because most of these guys that we're listening
tell
to
you
are
why,
his
though?
sons.
True.
You understand what I'm saying?
But can I tell you why?
The last 10 years of rap, he dominated. So these new kids that are coming out, all of them got dreadlocks. All of them got
they're Wayne's children.
They're Wayne's kids. You know what I'm saying? They basically took what he did and went over the top with it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ask Wayne to fucking rap for you, he will still body. You know, he will still body 90% of the rap game. If you say, hey man, I need you to rap. Show me that you can fucking put some motherfucking punchlines and some shit together. If you ask him, hey man, I need you to rap about something, he showed me that he can do that if he want to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He don't have nothing to prove as far as what he's done in the game and how he's moved the culture forward. These other guys,
can I speak?
I don't think they have a understanding of history. You know, like I told you when we first started this off, I don't see a lot of guys that are students of the game.
Of the craft.
It's more about money.
Rap is considered a way to come up right now.
See, that is how it started off. You're right.
Because we come from an era where, you probably thought about how you could make some money and do some things and change your life and shit if you blew up. But for the most part, we was rapping because we loved that shit. Yeah. And you really just wanted, and I ain't gonna lie, I just wanted hood fame. I just wanted motherfuckers to love me like they love SUC. You know what I'm saying? If I achieved Lil Kiki status or zero status, I would be beyond blessed. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And that's really what it was all about. It was all about having the respect of your hood and your peers, and knowing that the people that where you're from also care about what you're doing. They're entertained by you. The rest of it, if it come, it come. If not, you okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Because you just want to be able to put your music out and people respect it. I felt great about doing a little show and motherfuckers walking up to me telling me how live the show was. True. That felt almost as good as getting paid for it.
True.
Not as good as getting paid for it, but almost as good.
Close enough.
But almost as good. Because it makes you want to.
It's like you jacking
it makes you want to keep pushing for it.
The more the better that is, though.
It makes you want to keep doing what you're doing.
The better you are, the better that is. Like eventually, it's still always a blessing and it's always wonderful. But it makes your drive more hard. Okay. You want to do what you're supposed to do as far as an artist after you realize you captivated a crowd. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You can't please everybody. No. But if you adapt from what like you were saying, like people sounding like other people.
Yes.
they're not really the students like you were saying, but they kind of are because they're adapting.
Yeah, they just taking what somebody else did and piggybacking off of it.
It ain't the same.
I'm gonna tell you my point.
Like when it was early.
I need the creativity
Back in the 80s. That's the
I
originality part.
Okay, I got you back to the originality part. I understand your shit too. I get what everybody in this room is saying right now. I guess like my biggest thing is a Kendrick Cole. They're mediocre in the 90s.
Yeah.
They're the niggas that actually out the gate sold 50,000 total.
They're like a Rise Cast.
Yeah, what I was gonna say, I was just gonna say because that type, the type of rap that they put out was not necessarily.
It's boring. It's on boom. It's whack ass beats.
You got to be like Nas and do that shit.
When I know you ain't that. Bro, can I talk? Can I have a moment? Can I have a moment? Because when I'm about to drop a jewel on you right now, bro. Because when I'm riding the whip with the kids and they listen to it, they was like, man. Y'all talk about our music, but that beat was really, really good though. Like that beat made you, when you listen to it, like it takes me back. And then it's new to them and it's fresh. It was original. It wasn't everybody rapping on the same little 808 and with the boom, with the and the beat builds up the flow. This shit was a fucking legit, bro. And there's no way you're gonna sit up here and tell me right now, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole is gonna sit in the room with ODB, fucking RZA, Tupac, Biggie, and Hove and make a dope song with them. They would be the nigga on the verse, she'd be like, bro, it's 35 seconds, I release it, his verse over with.
Yeah.
They're not on the caliber of what these dudes were producing back then. But because it's not mumble rap, we consider them in the category of being astronomically fucking cool. And it's not great. It's not fucking great, bro. It's not great compared to what was going on back then. You can't put them on CNN. You put them on CNN, you be like, man, who's this whack ass nigga? Skip that shit. Because you put them niggas in the 90s in the midst of the birth, like after the birth and the mass, I don't give a fuck about the gangster rap shit. I'm talking about the lyrical, fucking miracle, spiritual, aboriginal, original, criminal, feminine. Nigga, that shit, they do it.
Yeah.
That's all I'm arguing on. Am I lying?
You're not lying.
That's what the fuck I'm arguing on, bro. You can't put them on a fucking it was written and expect me to be like, oh shit, J. Cole killed Nas. Bitch, where?
Well, I would not say that.
I'm just saying, the man was like 16, nigga. Like, when the fuck? Like, where? I love NBA Youngboy. Been listening to him since he was 16. I always say, man, his hooks are fire. His verses are duty. And I'm still a big fan of him. And they're getting better. Yeah. They're getting better. He's growing.
Yeah.
But he's not gonna be able to rap with niggas from our timeline, bro.
Yeah.
Pac died when he was 25. Biggie died when he was 20 what?
24.
Yeah.
24.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Think about that, bro.
No, it's a maturity level also because it's the way you think comes out in your music. You understand what I'm saying? Your level, your perception of the world and the way that you see things.
Okay.
In the way that you reason with the world.
Give me two niggas that's the same age right now.
I can't think of anybody that's their age. I can't think of anybody 24, 25 right now that was that advanced in their thinking. I'm gonna tell you this. I know we bring him up a lot. The last dude that I really thought that was super. You know why Wayne was so great?
Okay.
Because he did not rap like he was. But not only
came up.
Yeah. Not only that. What 15-year-old you heard rap like that?
For one, he came out rapping like the Hot Boys. That's number one.
He was
Number two, he transitioned.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying his rap style was mature for his age.
Look at the dudes he came up under.
That's what I'm saying. He was
without him, there's no way
he came up in that style in that era.
I'm not bringing this up to argue. This ain't no debate. What I'm telling you is that he was a kid that never did kiddie rap.
Yeah.
He didn't do the Bow Wow or the crisscross thing.
Okay.
He rapped from the perspective of a little street rap growing up on the corners of fucking New Orleans. And so when that's why he always stood out to me, because I'm like, damn, man, he my age. He a little bit younger than me, but he talking like he fucking 30. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that when you hanging out with them niggas, you probably ain't hanging out. You ain't in school, so you're not hanging out with other kids.
No.
Yeah.
So the way that you everything is advanced. They fucking making you fuck on bitches and do all kind of shit before you ready.
Yep.
You doing drugs and all kind of shit before you ready. So, and then I've listened to interviews with him talk about how he was too young, and a lot of shit they was doing, they would lock him in the studio like, nigga, we'll be back. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then he would listen in on their stories and then take some of the shit that they would talk about and just paint pictures off of that.
Yeah.
You know, you understand what I'm saying?
No,
So,
I got it.
You know what I'm saying? So I
was never really a big Wayne fan, and
I love all of them. I love every last one of them. I love Juvie, BG.
Yeah.
I love Turk. I think they sleep on Turk. I think that they didn't give Turk the platform that he should have got.
because
To give him a chance. They didn't develop him like he was supposed to.
BG was a trade the
BG,
truth.
Juvie.
No, I ain't like BG.
BG was more of the New Orleans raw sound.
Yeah, he was.
And then
monotone.
you gotta think he rapping from the perspective of a dope boy
And we was
that's high on his own dope.
BG was the nigga who
understand
probably
what I'm
did the
saying?
most dirt out of all that. He was the
because
C
that was
murder.
kinda like our
He
life,
was the
though.
C murder.
He was a nigga.
He was the C murder of Cash
Shout out
Money.
BG, free BG,
and free
You
C
know,
murder.
you know him
Real shit.
and Soulja Slim had some things going on.
But they were the street niggas of those cliques.
Yeah.
So we can go because
And Juicy said he had a job when they found him. He was working.
Soulja played both sides of that, right?
Yeah.
But money talks, bullshit walks a fucking marathon, right?
no doubt.
So I'm not even mad at Soulja for going from Magnolia Slim to Soulja Slim, whatever the fuck you want to call me, nigga. Like, give me the label, let me go ahead.
let me go and do
and
my
then I
thing.
saw him when he was at the Source Awards with Ozone when he was just like, nigga, and he's in the background and people was kind of looking at the nigga like, nigga, chill the fuck out. He like, no, bitch, I'm home.
I'm home, bitch.
Dumb
I'm
shit,
hyped,
right?
yeah.
In today's society, that nigga would have went viral. He would have fucking sold 3 million records. He would have been the guy, right?
Yeah.
He was ahead of his time.
Yeah, he was ahead of his time.
And Soulja Slim did not write. He was on that whole shit way.
Yeah,
You know, every verse that Soulja Slim ever spit, he actually went into the booth and just press record.
And
He been on that whole shit. No facts, bro. Facts, bro. The man never fucking put a pen to a fucking paper, bro.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Ain't that
That's
fucking
wild.
nuts, bro? From what I was told, niggas
Rest
say
in
I'ma hit no
rest in
limit like
peace,
Pac
Soulja
hit that,
Slim.
bro, and make some money out the asshole
Going before his
and blow
time,
up
just
like the World Trade
Trade.
and be a something with case
Rest in
hanging there.
peace.
Ain't that crazy, bro?
That's crazy.
Ain't that crazy? That's a hip hop fucking fact in hip hop history, bro.
Gifted. And you
Hip
know,
hop fucking history,
there's
bro.
levels of genius that different artists possess that I don't think people give them credit for, because we MCs, bro. I know how hard it is to go in that motherfucker without writing nothing down.
It's easy though.
It is easy
To some.
but everybody can't do that shit.
But-
and fucking stick to what you want to talk about. It's hard to articulate yourself on the fly and say everything you want to say clear and say everything you want to say clearly. That is a gift.
For the rush. That's why I said it's about fun.
That's true.
It's a gift, bro. I'm
And
telling
some
you
of the
what I
best
know.
artists-
I'm telling you what I know.
We do a song
I got
one-
1,000
some of the
rhymes
best
in this
songs are
phone
made.
right
But
here.
if me and you did a
That
song
way.
right now, I wake up tomorrow and probably know your verse better than I know mine because I had to record your
Because
verse
you had to
and
record and listen to it to mix
and
it
then
together.
I actually know it because it's just like I
Yeah.
know Mike verse.
Yeah.
You feel me? From the shit that we did. When we riding in the car, I
Yeah.
knew Jew verse.
Yeah.
I knew everybody verse. I know
Yeah.
my shit, but I might fumble on my shit, but I ain't even miss a word on
Yeah.
that shit. Like because I study the art and I'm just like, okay, I see where they're coming
that
from.
shit- and that
like
shit-
even songs I got with from Nav back in the
And
day.
being able to
Even
do
Big
something
Baby
like
from
that comes
fucking
with-
98, nigga, 99 with July the
Being
3rd.
able to do
Man,
something
what's
like
the
that
word? Coming
means that
down
you're
with the
perfectionist
birthday
with your
on his
craft.
birthday. Like,
Because you
like,
don't
nigga,
just
I
come
got
in
that
being
tape,
able to
bro.
do that.
Those are your words,
takes,
bro.
That
Word
takes,
for word.
That takes effort. It takes time put in.
I told you I have a
and,
tape.
and it takes a level of comfort with
I have a
yourself.
tape of me and D. I don't know from what fucking year, but when D came and started rapping, I spit his whole verse. It came back to me like,
What song? It was a freestyle.
I told you I got to give you that tape that me and I told you we were back to back like that whole night, and me and you were just I'm coming down with the dirty, I'm riding dirty, I'm down with the 30-30, like and like
For
bro,
real?
like but when it came on.
It
I
all
was like,
came
what the
back
fuck
to
is
you.
this? I ain't know my verse. But then when you start rapping, I'm in the whip with the bitch. I was like, oh, dirty.
What was this?
Bro, I don't know what fucking year it was because we done so much music. It was me and Nap in my mother's fucking living room right by the chimney rapping with my little sister like, give me a turn this shit out.
Yeah.
And me and Naf and that whole rapping on the same 13 beats that we had. And then we'll pop the tape, rewind that bitch back, and rap on the same fucking 13 beats on the other side, bro. Like, we were like that's all that we fucking had, bro. But I remember, like, it's like, this fucking shit goes off in my fucking brain where it's like,
we were talking so much. I was talking so much shit back then, like it's like crazy. Like
it just like it resonates with me different. It resonates with me different. So when we do a new song, dude, like I want y'all to do this song at the show, and nobody knows the fucking lyrics to the shit. Like I know them all, because I listen to the shit all week, and I'm just like, all right, I know my shit. Okay, great. Yeah. And then
I'm on my way to the motherfucking show trying to cram and learn. I'm like, damn.
He like, man, I don't know. I was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna just ad-lib you. And then I end up ad-libbing them, and it just turned into a great fucking show, bro. Like, because so I understand like the memory bank of an artist and how hard it is to resonate that shit and to do the note. That's why I say Soulja Slim is, Jay-Z is Wayne is one of the great. Like that whole punch in shit, man, that shit it's difficult.
It is. But you also have to have somebody that knows how to record you.
Facts.
That's one of the most important.
The tough part
things.
For me is I've been recording myself all these years.
Yeah, so you don't have
you know
to
what I have to do?
You just go in
and run in the closet.
It sounds like Slick Rick is a punching rapper. Like Slick Rick sounds like.
And let me tell you something else. A lot of these young cats,
I like the flow.
You're not that good at this shit. Mm-hmm. You're not that good at rapping as it is. Mm-hmm. Most of y'all can't read and write that good. Y'all trying to go in there and freestyle and shit and do it like these niggas that you look up to. But they mastered the art of writing. First.
Yeah.
Cause I got a mixtape with Wayne when he wrote his last rap.
But if you
when he went past
Manny Fresh running through the Pro Tools and he's just going through each page,
ripping off the pages
and go to the next page,
ripping them off.
Until he run through the whole book and he said, I'm not writing nothing else down.
And the rest of that shit comes to you with a natural sense of music.
Yes.
So like I'm in that bitch cooking. Last verse I actually did besides the one I did with Mike and them. That's why I love doing hip hop tracks. Like I love making gangster shit with you, Cali, or everybody, bro. Like, but my favorite thing to do is the 333, like the hip hop. What was our shit?
Yo, my shit is if rap was a girl, I stick my dick in the. That was my
girl stick my dick in the ground. That was my shit. You know what song I never released was The World Is Getting Cold and it ain't the weather. Needs to wear a leather or grab a sweater. It's only one way to make things better. Never leave home without your Beretta.
And I got that one song that kind of
put out the koozie leather, got it. The Jimmy sweater. The bleeding black for my cheddar. The bill me to make it better. But like get you wetter than rainy weather. See what I'm saying? It's stuck in my fucking brain to where it's like, bro.
So I told you this chord before. It's like I've held my guns and what the hell? How does she go? I've held my guns and I don't play around with them. I can say that, and I can't do nothing less to say what to all who be hating, and I can't take back all the pain and hurt I'm feeling, 'cause it's a cold world. I need it more than a coat to reveal in it.
Bitch, where this song at?
I told you about that verse. That's the chorus. That's the hook.
Where the fuck that shit was at now?
I told you that before. That's what the Renaissance beat.
See this nigga, he got Nugget TV hiding and shit. Yep. He waiting.
Y'all remember that?
We be working, man.
Let them haters have it. That was like the summertime.
That was that Inspector Gadget. That was that Inspector Gadget. Yeah, man. No, man.
And you think about that song, Beretta. That was a deep song, man. We was just children.
I was
bro.
deep.
We was young as a motherfucker.
You know what's crazy is when I still have all those rhymes.
You got some.
I still have like 1,000 rhymes in the backpack right now.
Really?
And when I read my old rhymes, I was way deeper when I was younger because you know what I just.
But music was deeper then.
And that's what
That's
the
what
fuck.
you're influenced by.
That's what the fuck I discovered by that. I was like, damn, music was so deep back then that I couldn't lollipop rap, and get away with it.
No.
So
They
even though I was
rap now
15,
like we made
16,
it.
17,
They
I
rap-
had to tell these
back
niggas
then
my
we was
fucking
rapping like we
story.
was still in the struggle.
We was.
Now
What the
they
fuck you
rap
mean?
like we've made it.
Yeah.
We still in
Yeah,
the
we-
struggle.
and we-
Because niggas could get white pussy.
The more we did that,
Yes.
we
And they
right.
made it.
Right.
Now we ain't made it.
Right.
yet.
Oh, okay, because I'm at the table with these. No, it's not the same.
And put us
It's
back
not.
in our perspective, like trying to get that money. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Like, that,
Well, you know what the fuck happened?
We did it for fun.
You find yourself, you've been in the game for 20 years, and you're looking at, and you
you
find
ain't
yourself
made
in
no
the,
money.
you find yourself in a situation like Wayne was. Like, nigga, I'm the biggest star in the fucking world, but I can't even get, I can't even put out. I don't control nothing.
I still have to
I still
rap.
got to do out there.
make
So
out.
do we- so
I've been
I
rapping
should
a
be
real long
retired
time.
by now.
A lot of people know me from doing beats and rapping. I used to do the beatbox.
That's why I got
Now,
a lot of respect for a nigga
now,
like Jay-Z.
okay.
They can say what they want to say
Like,
about him.
and I didn't put
But
this.
that nigga would not. He didn't like. He ain't let the system fuck over him. He might have fucked over some. He might have fucked over some niggas in the system.
Yeah.
That baby.
No,
talking about-
Jigga.
Yeah.
But I'm like him. Better them than him. Because how many motherfuckers do we know that are famous as a motherfucker right
That
now,
are
but
broke
don't
as
have shit?
fuck, right?
Legends.
Yes.
Legends.
A lot of them.
But
This
we
is,
can
you know,
name.
But a lot of that came from not knowing the business, right?
Yeah.
True.
So this is
He
why-
he was able to incorporate the business part.
This is why
He
I'm
was-
laughing.
He was ahead of the game as far as
This is
that.
why I'm laughing right now. I'm laughing at the 6ix9ine. Not that he's in jail, even though I think he's a fucking goofy.
But that's
and
fucked up.
sit where the fuck you gotta sit at for a minute. Hope you come out this shit and
Word.
and do it the
get
right
your
way.
mind right.
Don't
And
went
get-
to jail on nobody.
Right, but you niggas, sometimes Bobby Shmurda, 2020 he'll be home.
Word.
Like y'all niggas is like when that song came out and he was just like, my nigga D just caught a body, my nigga now, and my nigga caught like, bitch, I would have beat your ass up in the studio.
Me and D was just talking about that.
I would
earlier.
have mollywopped
Yes.
you.
And if we had video phones when we was coming up,
I would've
all
mollywopped.
of our niggas would be under the jail.
I would have
But I said this.
all of us.
And I
can't imagine. I can't imagine recording ourselves doing some of the shit we was
They
doing.
already looking at you.
I don't see it.
The murder.
There's no way I would have
And I
recorded
just gave it
it.
to
We
him.
were doing real dirt. We were doing real dirt.
That's my whole point.
There's no way I would have recorded.
Like,
this
my
shit if
nigga
I had
D-
a camera phone there.
Be like, I gotta get it by all means. My nigga D knocked out the bitch nigga at Walgreens.
Yeah, like come on.
Memorial and Dairy Ashford, nigga.
But that's your people. That's your people.
Guns, blasting, nigga. You feel me?
Imagine we had
D.
video phones.
D. You
Imagine
feel
we
me?
had video phones.
I'm still a bastard, son. Still in Black and Mouse. Knocked him out of the Albertsons.
It's fucked up, man.
Am I not being a snitch?
Well, you just described the whole goddamn.
But I think
You just described everything that happened.
Jumped on the metro.
They gonna go back and look at the police report. Like,
Smoking gas, nigga. No metro.
I think we
this
was
verse
smarter than
corroborates with our
that.
police report.
We were
Fuck out
smart.
here.
We were
Fuck
smarter
out
than
here,
that.
Let's
man.
take this to the DA and see if we can
Fuck
get
out
that
here,
going.
man.
I mean, we
Fuck
did
out here.
karaoke.
I know, but
We was way smarter than
But
that.
see,
Now-
they're always using the rap lyrics against them.
Karaoke.
Now they
Now-
are.
Nothing serious.
Because
Just fun.
it's
too important to be real.
you know what's crazy about that? Like,
Too important to
on
be
the
real.
fly.
Like,
And you fucking rapping about dirt that you actually fucking doing.
And I remember
because
doing
you're trying
I remember doing the
you're
song.
trying to
and-
entertain people that not even from your fucking world.
Thank you.
True.
Thank you.
People that
and
don't
I,
even fucking
and I
understand.
remember doing the song after we retired
you was
of
drunk.
being
You
like,
did.
my nigga Nav put me in the
You
game.
did.
And that you was like, bro, I appreciate you
And
for
I
saying like,
appreciate that. Yeah, that
no,
was
no,
good.
no, but
That's an honor.
we already out of the game. So, and I'm not even saying my nigga Nav did this or did. My nigga Nav put me in the game. The game could be anything. The rap, the music, drugs, whatever the case
I don't
was.
give a fuck.
I understand.
It can be-
But I wasn't.
I'm a
But I
grown
wasn't
ass
like
man. I'm not gonna
my
try
nigga
to
Nav
fuck
fronted
up.
me in
I'm
half.
sorry, catch no
Big
charge.
baby had my back.
Somebody
Yeah. Like, bro, like that shit is
We
so
go in
fucking.
and I got,
It's
I'm go in
self-snitching.
and handle whatever. I'm
Of
gonna handle
course,
that shit. I'm
but
not,
it's just
you know,
self-snitching,
don't
man.
tell on me.
You
I'm
know?
not gonna, you know what I'm saying?
The first
Like,
time I ripped the ball was with Mikey, nigga. I was getting my stripes up. No thanks, nigga. Adidas, Feelers, Fly. Back with rocking butterflies, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Prime phones.
Prime phones, 9.
Well, before that, niggas was rocking pages.
Yeah.
They had pages.
You know,
Man.
Prime phones, man.
But I
9
mean, if
come
you gonna go
chrome.
hit it-
Nah,
if you
we
gonna go
just
hit a
talking about
lick,
different stuff.
You gonna go blam a nigga for 10 bands, blam him and shoot him in the head and then jump on Instagram Live on your way from the crime scene, counting up the 10 bands on live on Facebook Live
with the Louis bag that the nigga had to
crash.
Hey, peep this.
Crash.
Speaking of, so my nigga Busy Bone jump on motherfucking Instagram Live.
I saw that with the shotgun.
With a motherfucking shotgun musket
in Texas.
And he on live, and somebody on his live done called the law on him. And the laws and pulled up on him while he on the live.
That nigga said,
"The laws here?
Oh no, nigga.
Hold on.
Fuck that. I be like, the laws here?
You dumbass. You can't do. Hey, you an old nigga.
Who, Busy Bone?
Yeah, bro.
You done let yourself get sucked into this young nigga shit.
That young nigga hype.
That's not what we
happened like
yesterday.
Yesterday, bro. I just saw the video today. Yeah, I saw the video today. He had a whole musket
yesterday.
We're from the game that should be sold, not told.
That's right, man.
That nigga had guns from Red Dead Division, 9 mil, 50 clips extension. He was on his Styles P shit. Coke is like a matches in the hood. I'm flipping on it.
And I'm gonna tell you something else.
Sure talk. That shit was crazy.
It's funny because this shit ain't gonna last because Migos finna let them drown because they not responding. You see what I'm saying? Everything just look like a wild stab in the dark at cloud.
True.
If you don't respond, if you don't respond when niggas
young, the Bone Thugs need clout.
Just charging them up.
It's not about that.
They solidified.
But the problem is they feel like they're being forgotten.
Ignored.
They want these young kids to know how great they were.
Yo.
Yeah, but we
can tell them.
It's just like
okay.
It's just like
our
the people.
generation dropped the ball.
It's just like the people that shit on LeBron to explain how good Jordan is.
True.
You don't have to shit on LeBron
That's facts.
to explain how great Jordan was.
They both were great.
We know Jordan was fucking great.
Yeah.
This man can't be great too.
Yeah. Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what the problem is.
So I picked D up one day. We went to fucking Twin Peaks. We met Doug. We met Smitty. Busy Bone was actually at the bar.
Yes. He kept
Twin Peaks. He kept looking back at us like. And
when were y'all niggas gonna come ask for a picture?
Well, we knew he was.
Yeah.
But he's waiting on us.
Yeah.
This nigga sipping wine with a straw.
Yeah.
We from that generation. We don't dig.
I ain't never asked for an autograph in my life.
Dick riding is not a form of transportation, nigga. I can't get nowhere riding your fucking dick, man.
You know who you are. I can't
man.
even get across the street.
I'm not gonna dick ride you.
Fuck no, man. Dick riding is not a form of transportation. Shout out to Troy Ave, bro. The hardest bar that I ever heard. Dick riding is not a form of transportation. I was like,
damn.
Facts.
For some it is though. Some of them just.
But they don't know. We ain't come up
Where?
like that.
Where?
We ain't come up like that.
They want money.
Why? I want to make my own lane. And Jadakiss told us that. Get off my dick.
We ain't never been followers.
Right?
We ain't never been followers. We always created our own lane. When we was in Stafford,
Jadakiss told us that.
We did our own thing. We ain't give a fuck who was fucking with us. We did our own shit. Niggas fucked with us because they seen us doing our own shit.
Yeah, man, I was too hungry to even determine.
It doesn't even matter. You were doing your own thing.
The whole point is to ride your own lane, bro.
You were doing your own thing.
So when we saw him, it's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I know you're a legend. And I wanted the picture.
No motherfucking legend.
No.
No.
My bad. No,
not you, nigga. Busy.
No, but now can toot his own horn too, because you still was a legend to us, nigga. You could sit up here and whatever, be humble, be whatever the fuck you wanted to be, nigga. Like nigga, you got life fucked up. You got life fucked up. You think you wasn't a legend, nigga.
Mark, my name would be Mark.
You are the big homie.
You got life fucked up if you think you wasn't a legend.
You are the big homie. You were the OG to us.
No, nigga, you got life fucked up if you think you wasn't a legend. You want me to tell 3 legendary stories?
Nigga, we stood up to them niggas. We was outnumbered.
The statute of limitation.
We was outnumbered 45 to 8.
That's
nigga.
number one.
45 to 8.
That's number one.
That's the men would have ran.
That's number one.
Nigga, we stood our fucking ground. Paying respect from that shit. Nigga.
And every time I see them niggas right now, nigga, they bow hats. They be like, bro,
they got broke their truth.
Yeah.
Gonna be
oh, yeah. Facts. Number 2, nigga, Ashford on the green, nigga. when we was trying to whoop with the wappy, and the nigga talking about we stole his wallet and did the extra shit, and okay, nigga, that's number. That's number 2. Nigga don't like me. That's number 2.
He could have got it one.
Number 2, and you know, and I've already told this story on 2 point. I've already told.
Oh, he did some boxing training?
No, I already told. I already told this story.
I'll beat that nigga up.
Let me talk, man. I told this story.
We fuck with the same people out in South Park, so
I told this story on 2.0 already, bro.
My family, they all.
When Ant picked my little brother up, slammed him down, and then I ran up on him.
Bro.
Like number 3 is Big Homie Nav ran through.
He almost stabbed E-Man that night.
Well, I was about.
I'm talking a little.
No, because when you did what. I was actually about to go home, get the Jason Butcher knife, come back, tuck the hoe in, and shoot. I was about to stab that nigga to death out there, bro. Like I didn't give a fuck about nobody. I don't give a fuck about your family. I ain't give a fuck about nothing if you wasn't in my squad. Like when this nigga, I ran up on it. That nigga picked my little bro up, slammed him down, and I ran up on him like, bitch, what you trying to do? And he slapped the hat off my head. That's when my big OG stepped in and said, nigga, what you want to do? That's when I knew Ant was pussy because he didn't even want to fight now. But I'm telling you right now, if the shit would have went sideways, in my mind already,
you know why?
You know the Butcher knife, you know the Jason knife, nigga.
Like
everybody know that fucking Michael Myers Jason knife. I was about to go home and get the hoe, tuck the hoe in my waistband, and come back, get next to that bitch and poke him to death out there, bro. Just to show everybody that you don't fuck with my family, bro. Right. But I already had a nigga that already showed me that, hey, you fucking with, no, nigga, that's my nigga.
Chill out, bro.
And I watched that nigga bow the fuck down, bro.
Right. Like he just
Facts.
talking, man.
Facts.
Nigga almost stabbed E that night. Right. And I was like, whoa,
Facts,
chill out. And at that time, I couldn't even say nothing. And E-Man stood there like a true G that he is. It was like,
But you know why?
Shout out E-Man.
Yes, sir. Crunchy Black. He came in for a minute and left.
He on the 30-minute limit.
And only reason can't even really fuck around with us like that. You know what I'm saying? That nigga gotta come with some money. He gotta come with at least $30.
Now we to fire his ass up. Fuck that.
Shit chair.
He'll come make some moves, but. You gotta change around totally.
You know that changed my whole aspect of growing up.
Oh shit, Big Tree done gained 50 pounds. I'm ready for it.
But you know that changed my whole aspect of the Debo shit, right? Of the neighborhood bully. So the Pains, the Rocks, the Ants.
You gotta slide them first. That's all you gotta do.
I wasn't even trying to fight him no more. I was just about to.
I remember I was about to whip that boy Rock.
Just about to end.
I wasn't about to fucking fight them niggas no more, bro.
Pain got into it a little bit.
When P shut down Monte Carlo, we busting them shots in the air. Hey, shut that motherfucker down.
That's what the nigga he always be talking about.
Testimony from real niggas who's been in the field.
I kept checking my eardrum.
None of this shit is made up. This ain't no Lords of the Ring shit.
Hell no.
I say, nigga, you don't learn. You always be trying to keep the peace, trying to save these old faggot ass niggas.
It wasn't about keeping no peace, man. Like, and I respect my big homie Naf again. Story number fucking 4, and I really got like 40 of them bitches. But story number fucking 4, bro, was when nigga I jumped in my fucking I was at the YMCA and Billy used to have a BMW. She said, "Oh, I said my brother's in trouble." She gave me the keys to her car. But then they told me they was coming to pick me up. So I met them at Fungin and Maine, busted a U-turn, came back, dropped the keys off, ran back to the crib. This nigga fucking Pain, after fighting now, fucking with my little brother, bro. This nigga sitting on the car at Lil Cavin's house on top of the fucking car like I'm pussy. Yeah. Like I'm pussy. I was like, oh,
really?
I want pussy. Yeah. Nigga, I went in that hole and I had hid I hid my bullets from myself, bro. I only found 3 bullets in my 6-shooter. So I loaded them 1, skip, 1, skip, 1, skip, spent that hoe, boom, went out that hoe, bro, and squeezed the fucking trigger. Cause the nigga, you ain't gonna squeeze out. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna shit on myself. Because it hit empty.
Yeah, but you knew the next one had one.
Yes.
The next one got one.
But it wasn't even about the next one having one. It was like, bitch, he felt that click too. Yeah. Like, and he learned, okay, this nigga, you go squeeze. And he took his pussy ass and got the fuck away from my crib, bro. Because the bottom line of it was, even if I hit on one, nobody liked him out there. Yeah. So we would have hit his ass, walked his ass around the corner to the bayou, sprayed the fucking shit down with Clorox and bleach and everything else.
It would have just been another case.
It was almost 5, because I remember when Lil Sis when that nigga disrespected
Oh,
her,
the
she
Skittles.
pulled out the knife and she was about to poke him. I had to grab that knife from her because you know what I'm saying. It was about to get real ugly in there.
Yeah.
Because you don't touch little sis.
Right. I remember
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
I remember that too.
I try to punch the shit out of that.
fuck that shit. You know that's water under the bridge. We
my
fire
head
them
heavy
niggas up
as
now.
it is, and I still dealt with all these
Fuck
niggas.
that fist fight. We fire them niggas up.
From here to there, and I show the same respect
That's
to
what I'm
anywhere
on
I
right
live,
now.
and I got family anywhere I live.
Touching 6-shooter.
I went for mine that time.
No one touching Pert.
No one
we
touching
fire
Carl,
them niggas
nigga.
up.
I'm firing up.
We fire them niggas
My
up.
fist got arthritis, nigga. But that trigger finger still flexing.
I still thump though. I ain't going front.
We ain't even got to do that shit though.
I don't. I really don't. But I still thump.
We grown
But
men.
don't come fuck up my buzz. I'm high.
When you get to a certain age and level, this shit is
non-contact,
nigga.
Sometimes you don't got the burner.
I ain't got.
Bro,
you see how I dress? Do you see how I dress? Look at my nigga Carl. Look how you dress.
You in the poker.
Man, nigga ain't finna be rolling around on the ground.
I'm gonna back the nigga up.
Nigga ain't finna be rolling around on the ground.
I got my poke
dirtying up your motherfucking shoes. Man, I remember when y'all I didn't go with y'all that night when y'all went to Metropolis and got into it with them hoe ass niggas.
Yeah.
And then I pulled up at the house. This nigga Carl had a scratch across his forehead. That nigga was hot in him. I say this faggot ass nigga done scratched my face. I say, man, fuck this shit. Nigga ain't talking about that shit no more.
Really. I wanted the court.
But the real thing is,
nigga ain't talking about
niggas it ain't going down like that. That's how it is.
If I had the little 2-5, I would have popped the little essay when he ran up on Big Mark that night.
Word.
Man,
it get real in the field.
We don't play, nigga.
I was
Straight
going
up.
through it back
There's
then.
no
I couldn't
bitch
come out
here.
that night.
This is 100% authentic. We're not fucking looking for a warmongering ass type dude. But we're real niggas. Respect is respect.
That's it.
And if you get out of line, you know what I'm saying, you have to get put in check.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
If y'all young niggas, you think a nigga washed up? Hey, my nigga Pert ride 40 miles a day. Run circles around your young ass. He is not sitting at the house rolling up Doty Square.
I ain't running no 40 miles, but I will fire your ass up. I ain't fighting no more. Fuck that.
I got a Glock 40. I don't need 40 miles.
Hey man, the humble don't stumble.
Fuck that.
What you say? The humble don't stumble,
man.
That's fact.
Real
I'm a
talk.
9-to-5 nigga. My record is clean. I will shoot you and go to trial and get off.
Shit, yeah.
You dig?
It's gonna be 100% legal, man. You already know what it is, man. Michael Jackson Cole.
And you know the Lord, if you with somebody who get into an altercation, I'm protecting my people.
Shit,
I ain't doing no trip.
That's what it is.
Shit, man.
That's
man.
what it is.
Hey, man, we gonna end 2.0.
Yeah, this 2.0.
I don't even know what episode we on, but I don't even give a fuck, man.
It don't matter.
It's the new
Say,
year.
man, it's midnight, man. It's my motherfucking birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Big 6-shooter.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man.
We in here. Happy birthday to G.
Hey, we gonna do it big. We gonna do it
Hey,
big.
man.
We gonna do it big all the way up until motherfucking New Year's, man.
Happy fucking
Word.
That's how we
birthday,
gonna
my
do
brother,
it.
man.
You know, I celebrate my birthday for like 3 days straight.
Christmas, all that good shit.
All that fucking good
Yeah,
shit.
man.
Before we get out, let's give what we're thankful for.
Okay.
Man.
Well, I'm thankful for my family, man. I'm thankful for my job. I'm thankful for progression
No doubt.
and moving forward in the future. I
doubt.
guarantee you 2019, man, is all about investments. So
Word.
I'm happy in black business growth
Word.
and helping our seeds reach the next
Word.
level.
Word.
Facts.
Hey, man, I'm thankful for another year. I'm thankful to be being able to work and provide for mine. And
No doubt.
I'm just thankful to always be able to call on my friends and family when I need them, man, because everybody don't have that, man. And I realize how blessed and fortunate I am to have the circle of people around me that I do have. Because anytime that I have fallen off, you know, they get on me when I mess up, but they pick me up at the same time.
Ain't
So
family without it.
I appreciate it. I'm really just thankful for my friends and family more than anything.
Oh, I'm thankful for my job, for my family. Y'all brothers are part of my family. Man, that's the only family I got.
Already.
I've been through the storm. I'm 40. I'm 41, and it's like I made it battle.
OG.
It's been a whole battle. I mean, it's nothing easy. So I'm gonna tell the kids the truth, and I'm always speak the truth.
I love that.
And I'm so thankful, that my mom was supportive, and
Facts.
Shout out Mom Dukes.
Yes, sir.
I wasn't the goodest boy. But I always meant the best. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I always wanted the best for my son.
Why you think your mama still fuck with you? Because
I don't just mess with everybody. I mean,
hearts are pure,
when
bro.
it comes down to
We
it,
still fuck with you because
family.
of that. Yeah.
And I love the fact that we family and that we can do this. Pert, proud of you.
Thank
Paul,
you.
proud of you. Darryl, I'm definitely proud of you.
Already.
Because, you could have took it to a whole dark side.
We all came a long way.
You never gave up.
I ain't give up, man.
And that means you got the heart. And I'm thankful for that, too.
Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate
Thankful
that.
for my brother
I've been
doing
hearing
what
that a
he
lot
do.
lately. Y'all must have been worried about me a little bit, man.
Nah, man. We just want to see everybody succeed.
Yeah.
What you thankful, bro? Bro?
First of all, I'm thankful for my brothers.
Yes, sir.
I have more than one brother.
Facts.
One came out of my mother,
Yep.
but I have incorporated more brothers
That's
in,
right.
in my life of living.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I consider these dudes my brothers.
That's
These
right.
are my brothers.
The
We
village
gonna
we
ride
created.
together.
It's
You know
our
what I'm saying?
village.
It's understood.
Yes, sir.
There's no fucking
Yes, sir.
no fucking discrepancies.
Cross
right there.
them.
If
You
we go down,
you cross
we
one, you
all
cross
go
us
down.
all, nigga.
That's real shit.
Hey, that's real spill,
That's real
nigga.
shit. This is
And
96.
y'all know what it
That's
is.
bricks in the building.
Since 96, nigga. That's real shit. It's
Y'all know what
understood.
it is. You know if you call me,
It's going
I ain't
down.
even asking what happened.
It's going down.
Just
know
come
it's
get me.
rumbling.
I don't care what happened.
Shout out to my brothers.
Right or wrong, we ride.
Like to shout out to my family, my
Yes,
blood
sir.
family. Rest in peace, my grandmother. I lost my
R.I.P.
grandmother this year.
2018,
and,
man.
2 weeks prior,
Okay.
I lost my OG.
The
Big
uncle.
shout out to Puerto Rican Tory,
Yes,
who
sir.
used to hold us down
Yes.
forever, for
Ever.
facts. Big
Already.
shout out to that brother. Showed us how to fight. My brother, my older brother, me, myself,
Skills,
my
man.
older cousin,
Yes.
showed us how to be men on these streets.
Yeah.
Shout out to the big OG.
Already.
We'll never have another one like him.
Puerto
Shout out
Rican
to Puerto
Tory.
Rican Couture. You know what I'm saying? Rest in
Puerto Rican
peace.
Tory.
Red peace. So, okay. Shout out to my family, my kids, getting bigger, and I'm glad I'm here.
Man, bless the children, man.
To
God
bless
bless.
them and show them the right way, because we're gonna make these men great men.
Yes, sir.
We're not gonna have them out here like we were out here
Yes, sir.
by ourselves trying to
sir.
find a way, and we had to look up to the older homies
Shit,
who
yeah.
didn't really know where they were going. You know what I'm saying?
Because they was in the
And
same-
we
they was in the
looking up
same
to them
shoes we was
because
in.
they had something.
Nigga, DMX never die alone,
You
man.
know
Keep
what I'm
talking
saying?
that shit,
shout,
man.
shout out
You already know what it
to shout
is.
out to everybody who's on the bottom.
You know what? It's funny, man. We raised each other, man.
We you no doubt.
We
And
did.
and
we came up
in that
together,
era.
man.
Facts.
You know, when we met, that was probably the most crucial time in a young man's life.
Yeah.
Because you 14, 15 years
Yeah.
old.
But I'm
Still looking for
You trying to figure out what the nigga. Yeah.
Exactly.
But and
We raised each other,
And-
man.
Exactly.
and the close out with that is like when I met you guys, man. I moved here in '90, like I said. I met y'all 95, 96. You know, we'll lead whatever like during those times, man. And like one of the biggest things with that is, man, the influence that you make on building family, because you're from New York, right? I'm fucking Louisiana.
Yeah.
Like our family here wasn't as huge as our family might have been in Wallaceville or
Yeah.
this or that,
Yeah.
and the outskirts of the different cities,
Yeah.
right? So we actually build ourselves up on the backs of being men that were raised by other men. Like I
Yeah.
tell you, that's the OG, and a lot of people and.
This is a village that we.
A lot of people
man.
be like, "Pert, we looked up to you." Scrap told me that, and I was like, "Scrap, what the fuck do you mean?" He was like, "Bro, you know we really looked up to you," and I was like, "Why?" In my mind,
I had great concern when you
did it.
As you don't
that
even
leadership, bro.
You don't know this,
On
but
your
as,
shoulder.
but
We
as
followed you
a
at
youngster,
time.
when we was young, you've always been focused like you are, bro.
I never noticed that.
You know what?
Fact.
We
I'm not even
get a
tripping.
couple $100 in our pocket and we finna go blow it and get high and shit. You would put your money up. You would spend that kind of shit like that. I paid attention to.
Very
So
intelligent, brother.
You always have.
Very.
It's just in you. You know what I'm saying?
Always had that
It's just who you
bigger
are.
plan.
It's just who you are.
gave up.
You always had. You've always been.
I appreciate that.
You've always been
I watched my nigga touch
a model of stability.
500,000.
Yeah.
At least.
You've been a model of stability because
went for yours.
the shit around us was never stable. But you always maintain some kind of level of stability.
No doubt.
You know
But
what
I
I'm
was
saying?
never
And we
shit
was
without
able, and we
doubt.
navigated that shit together.
And then when you're dealing with a nigga that's in that position, all you gotta do is play your role.
I was
it.
never
You
shit
know what
without
I'm saying?
y'all, though.
Just be his eyes
I was never
when
shit
he's not
without y'all.
looking. That's all you gotta do.
True.
I remember playing my role when I caught a nigga slipping trying to steal from G.
Yeah.
So
All of that.
you know what I'm
All of
saying?
that.
And I caught that
All
nigga
of
slipping because it affected all of us.
Yeah, real
Man,
spill.
actually,
Because he was
RP
my
that
When that nigga
Yeah.
creeped up, when the nigga creeped up, he say, "Man, I don't know this white boy over here tripping, man. Talking about you got the CD,
Oh,
man.
that
He
was
about to go
fucking
there."
Jeff.
That nigga said, "Man, this nigga talking
he
about he
almost
got a
died.
knife." That
But,
nigga slid me the little pocket
man.
rocket.
Nah, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
That-
Yeah,
that's
you're
real
right.
shit.
And I appreciate
We gonna
y'all.
ride together.
I appreciate y'all
That's-
because, like, at times, like, I never put myself on the pedestal of being smarter or dumber or anywhere. And
Yeah.
one thing my mother always told me, she's like, everybody don't think the same as you.
That's
But
right.
I never
That's
understood
true.
that
Right.
because I was like,
But
well,
I
you got
just
a
say-
brain, and we all came up together.
Sometimes you gotta
like,
think for the
but I
other man,
learned,
too,
I
when they
learned.
make your move.
And you know what? Some people realize things
Exactly.
about life
It's part of
before
the job
others.
because it's the same thoughts.
Think
the same
about
thing.
where you came from. You came to Texas because you had to escape an extreme situation.
True.
See, I didn't see that.
Right,
You
right.
know, my mama raised us by herself. My stepdad, he got on the drugs. He was tripping.
Right.
You know, making it look like somebody broke into the house when he was really doing shit and shit like
That's
that.
fucked up.
He would spaz out and go off on, put his hands on moms and shit. Like I seen shit growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm
Fucked
saying?
up.
It
That's
was shit.
fucked up.
It was shit that looking back on it, I know what it is now.
Right,
Back
right,
then,
right.
Back then, I didn't know. I know.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying. So, but I'm saying all this to say that you were in a situation where you had to grow up a little bit faster. My mom really made a concerted effort to try to let us be kids.
Yeah.
You know, she really didn't try to put
Shout
nothing
out
on
to
me.
Moms
I
Do This.
love mama. Shout out to
T.
mama,
Jones,
man.
Hey,
Miss
man.
Sheila,
Yeah,
Miss
yes,
sir.
Laverne, Miss
Laverne,
Veronica,
man.
all
Yeah,
all
man.
other moms.
Because we still alive because of them,
Yes.
man.
Everybody,
Yes.
everybody.
We still alive because of them, man.
Love you. Appreciate you. Every effort y'all
You know
ever
what I'm saying?
gave to us.
Y'all just don't know, man. I be hanging out till 10, 11 o'clock at night with y'all and go home, and she'll be standing there waiting with a motherfucking belt. I'm 6'6" trying to sneak in the house, and she
So
takes
let
me
me
around
end
the
on
house
let me
with a
end
belt.
on, let me end on a high note and you know what, one of the biggest things to me was like I never wanted to die on the streets because I never wanted my mother to be on my casket like I told you so, right?
Man, that's one of my
And
biggest
every time I was ever rolling with any of you niggas, I never felt like she would ever be over a casket
yeah.
saying I told you so because you probably would have took a bullet for me, I would have took a bullet for you, and vice versa to your mothers. So like that shit is so crazy to me. It was hard to explain to my mother back then, but as we've been friends for it's about to be
just feel like-
2019,
I just feel like-
we've been friends for almost
I'm thankful
we've
I've
been
seen it again.
We've been friends for almost 25 years,
It
bro.
was rough.
Yes.
It's been a long
been
time.
some struggles.
It's going on 25 years.
So
It's been a long
it's
time,
been a-
and I never.
We hooked up in
When
1995.
I'm with you, brothers, that none of y'all have my back. I've been in situations
Oh,
where
no.
niggas said he had my back and didn't do it.
True.
But I know for a fact
Fact.
that if
100.
it go down, my
100.
niggas is with me,
100.
and I'm with them.
100.
And
No
we-
questions
we
asked.
going home together.
No question asked.
whether that's home or home.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah, whether it's home or home.
Niggas and none of y'all was with me. That was one of the scariest
But
moments.
the thing is, if we was there, you know, it would have been.
It wasn't even.
And you did not hit the horn. You did not hit the horn.
Man, I was in the middle.
Because you felt like-
when shit jumped off,
And then he tell it-
and I wasn't there. Like that one time, me and you had went a different way from Devin and Carl, and then some niggas jumped out on them and pulled a pistol out on them on 22.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
I
but-
wanted to roam the streets all night.
I was
Niggas.
3/4 of a mile away from that one time. He ain't hit me.
Dad whipped the whip and we went around.
Never hit
Who's
me.
car?
He never hit me, bro.
He was in
He never hit me.
In the Taurus?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
trying to when my Aunt Joyce gave him the silver Cutlass.
Yeah.
He had an 84 Cutlass. I had the brown Cutlass. I had a 75 and he had an 85.
Yeah, I remember which one you talking about.
Shout out my nigga Dev.
Yes, what's up?
Hey, little bro, I'm come see you tomorrow, nigga.
Yeah.
Hey man, yeah man, I'm just blessed, man. Like I said, man, 2019, we coming in, we business strong, man. We business minded. Like we're about to move into a whole different element of what we've been doing, man.
Play right now.
Yeah.
We got a full deck.
It's all good. Hey, full deck, man.
We came from the gutter.
Hey, you already know what it
We
is,
still
man.
here.
All
Triple
the
P's,
struggle.
man. Planet Pert Podcast.
Word.
Hey man,
2.0.
I appreciate
and,
this.
Happy birthday.
shout out to all the young parents, man. Teach your kids who the fuck Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Frederick came from. Teach them who these people are, man.
Teach them how far we came.
That's
how far we still coming.
The problem with what's going on today is everybody thinks that it's always been this way. It's not always been this way.
It ain't always been sweet.
It ain't always been sweet, and it's not really sweet now.
And you know, you talk a lot of shit like you tough, but I want to see how the fuck you would have acted in 1955 and 1945.
This shit is lemonade with
You know
no
what I'm saying?
sugar.
When the motherfucker, when 5 or 6 rednecks pull up on you in a fucking pickup truck, and you walking by yourself.
That's why we
Hey,
It sound
hey,
good.
Mike, you know,
It sound
Mike know,
good.
man. Mike know all about that, man.
Shout out to Freak Show, man.
Freak Show, fucking Willie, man. He know all about that,
Yeah,
man.
that's all I wanted to say before we got out of here, man. Teach your kids, man. Teach your kids where the fuck we came from. Because
Teach
what I say earlier today, Carl, niggas ain't scared to die, but they scared to stand up.
Yep.
And I'm done.
Facts.
Yeah, that's crazy though.
Big facts.
Ooh,
Maybe that could
That's
be next
true,
week's topic.
ooh. Cheers.
Cheers. Happy New Year. Happy
Yes.
New
Hey,
Year.
man, it's good seeing all y'all, man.
Good to see you too.
I love that.
What's it been?
2019, and we
I
out.
love that.
This is a always press record production. Thank you for tuning in to the Planet Pert podcast. Shout outs to